put all the dark thoughts aside.
Yeah, all right, and we're
like
live,
that.
bro. That's that instantaneous transfer.
Not
What
one,
is up?
but two.
What is up?
Honored
Oh,
ones.
we're
What
live
is up?
already.
How y'all doing, chat? Hope y'all are
Man,
doing
y'all
good.
really hate the music.
Hope y'all are doing great. Yeah, we definitely got to change that, by the way. Hope y'all are doing great on this fine Sunday evening. I'm sure y'all have heard the good news, the good tidings, right? We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, a lot of stuff to get into.
A lot of stuff to talk about.
Some stuff that means something to me. Creams is going to be worried about the wrong stuff, but just know, chat, me and you, we're locked. We got the right priorities. He's going to be like, let's update you guys about what we've been doing.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I'm excited
That's what you were thinking, bro. I am merely a vessel. I am merely a vessel for peak, right? JJK Season 3 and Kagurabachi. Sorry, chat. It gets me emotional. I'm sorry. But we're absolutely locked, and we hope you guys are just as excited. Bro, can I ask you something real quick before we get into it? Because something that we can do with the power of like Twitch and shit is like actually react to the video for it. We get to go through the little play-by-play type shit, right? That's cool.
Right.
I have a question for you though, bro.
Lay it on me.
When did you see this? Right? When did you see the trailer? Yeah.
I think this morning. I was just surprised. Like, I just found it on Twitter, bro. Like, on YouTube. It wasn't even on Twitter.
Yeah, bro. Listen, for as much as you hate that person, bro, I gotta thank Radman, because the first thing I woke up to was
Don't hate Radman.
JJK Season 3. Fuck. And I was like, you mean it? You mean it, bro? And I immediately just replied back, fuck. That. I think, you know what's crazy? I think that in a little bit of like a divine alignment of intention, right? That God granted me several bolts of inspiration over the course of this weekend that I really needed, bro. Two of them being Kagurabachi moving me, and the other being, I'm about to cry. The other being this fucking trailer. I have it up. Let me see if I can stream it to you without fucking everything up. That'll be interesting.
Fuck Miyamura. I hope Satan is saving him a seat, by the way. Oh, dude. Chat, I want to give you guys a little insider baseball shit to talk about real quick. When JJK ended, there was a small country's economy that just disappeared when that last chapter dropped. Like, Gege put the pen down, and there was genuinely billions of fucking views, dollars that just evaporated. There are some people started updating their resumes the second JJK went off the air. I'm so fucking excited for season 3, not just because this is going to be the first JJK season where the manga isn't currently going at the same time, but also because after season 2's performance, I'm locked. I'm seated. I'm here. I can't wait to see the scenes they add. I'm absolutely positively excited, but more than that, not more than that, that's a fucking lie, but second most to that, I'm so fucking excited to see what JJK culture online is post JJK ending. I actually can't fucking wait. It's gonna be exciting. Very petty.
I'm very excited. I will say, fuck Miyamura is kind of like a general sentiment there. Did Miyamura leak the trailer or something? Because I woke up kind of late this morning, so I just saw a JJK season 3 trailer. Let me look that up on old YouTube, and I watched that and I almost shed tears, bro. And when I say almost, I mean I did, but I lied on Twitter and said I almost did, right? Just to give me a little bit more of like an aura boost. But yeah.
Oh fuck, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, got you.
could you share it, or did it just break everything?
I don't know how to. I can turn it off for your stream. I don't know how to. Wait, I have to turn off like the fucking non. Never mind. Hold on. Show non-video participants. All right, I got it. Never mind. I'm a genius. I think.
Okay.
All right, there we go. And then pull this back up. Pull this back up so I know what's being shared. We can get into it here. All right, cool. You can see this?
I cannot.
What?
What
do you mean you can't, bro?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, cool.
Took a second.
Good.
All right, let's do this. I'm excited.
We're gonna get into this. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna analyze this.
Yeah. This isn't a reaction, all right? We're not worms. Shout out Miyamura. I'm excited, bro. I'm so excited. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know what I haven't done because I gave up TikTok? I haven't gone on his profile in months.
Yeah.
I gotta see what he's been doing, man.
Yeah,
holy shit.
You gotta lock in, bro.
He might have a job. Oh my god, I'm blushing. Okay, no, it's fine. Let's react.
Okay,
it's cool.
Totally, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm so excited. All right, let's lock it in. All right.
Chat,
cool.
Love and hate are two sides of the same coin. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Holy fuck.
Oh, that's interesting. We got to talk about that later off stream, bro. Guys, that's gonna be no. I think that's gonna be really interesting. That's gonna be a really interesting conversation. All right.
Oh, fuck, man.
Chat room. Listen, I'm gonna pause this a lot probably, and if you have a problem with it, you don't. All right, let's go.
Type shit.
Peek. All right.
Okay, go back a little bit to Rika's hand.
All right.
This is what I meant, by the way, about Yuta. Like, I was telling VR before we got on stream. One of the craziest things about like the animation for this season's trailer is like, so season 1, season 2, very clear distinction between animation styles, right? Like night and day. It's not a quality thing. It's just literally a different fucking approach to like how JJK looks, right?
It's a quality thing. Yeah.
Season 3, almost it looks like season 2, but like elongated almost. Like everything's just a little bit longer, a little bit more exaggerated, and this is one of the shots that like really cemented it for me. That and the Yuta shot a couple frames back. So everybody might be a little leaner, everybody might be a little taller, but like the hands, the lankiness, like everything just seems a little bit more. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Dude, Yuta's so weird. Why are you holding your sword like that, bro?
Is his elbow bent backwards?
Yeah, he's a weird dude, man. He's such a freak. He's such a freaky little guy. Yeah. Me, because they never fight inside, bro. That's just a whole nother thing. They just added.
Slow down the footage. He might actually be moving differently. Crazy shot.
Oh, this to get cooked by an older brother, by the way. Right. Type shit, bro. This was a crazy frame. This was a crazy frame. Yeah. I am absolutely locked, dude. This thing, it looks so good, chat.
Fuck Chainsaw Man. Holy shit, dude. Fuck Chainsaw Man. Let them.
Wait.
Fujimoto, I don't even hate you, bro. But I love JJK more than Chainsaw Man, and I'm so mad that you're... I'm so mad about what happened last year. Last season. Holy fuck, it was 2 years ago now, wasn't it?
JJK Season 2?
Season 2, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. 2023. Beautiful. Yuji ain't ever... Oh, yeah, listen.
Bro, I can't wait to see Broken Ronin make a fucking Y anime Sukuna with low diff manga Sukuna.
Come on, bro. You're already knowing, bro. Crazy to finally be
Maki's
here,
Awakening
bro.
is gonna go crazy.
Crazy to finally be here. Holy shit. Also, this is the beginning of what the end of season 2 was, beginning of season 3. These curses were kind of putting belt to ass to Yuji, bro. Why are you getting pressed like this? These niggas are non-special grades. Hold on. Bro actually looked mad scared. That's just a random curse. Yo, bro, lock in.
Bro, actually, fun little power scaling JJK question for you.
What's up?
Can't believe I've never thought about it before. But you know how like Mai has the like cursed gun or whatever, right?
Sure.
Like creation of bullets notwithstanding, right? You add a little cursed energy to it. It's a gun with cursed energy on it. That's
yeah.
So at the very least, right? That it just means it works on cursed spirits better, more or less, right?
Sure.
Like it is a gun. Like adding the cursed energy basically just means the gun works on cursed spirits. It doesn't work anymore. Especially, it just works, right? We agree.
No. It works more.
Oh, you
Especially,
don't think so?
it makes it cursed energy makes everything stronger. You know what I mean? That's why I usually like
Okay.
imbues the knife with it and like blocks you to sword or whatever.
I just want to establish a baseline,
Okay.
just for the sake of it, right? So let's say it like all it does is just make regular gun stats work on a curse, right? Do you think those curses are gun level in the grand scheme of things, like the generic ones,
I mean,
like that just popped up?
I mean, some are right. We have like Ijichi talks about some like if you transferred like real life damage to like if you assumed regular weapons were effective on curses, you'd be able to take out certain levels of the shotgun.
Yeah,
I think
right.
like
But I'm like, the thinking is like, okay, even like regular, you know, bottom feeding cursed spirits, they'd still be a threat to humans, but that's just because like humans don't know how to fight back, right? If you were just be like, hey, bro, here's the way you would fight off a dog or a human or a fucking whatever, like the weapon there, just equate it. And I'm curious, like, at what point you think it's just like beyond like human weaponry. Like, if you were just like, all right, here's
a grade two is probably just fucking you up, like without like
really,
you're
you
just
think it's a hard stop?
probably. Yeah, you're probably just
Okay.
getting I'd have to look real quick, but you're probably just getting like your face grabbed and slammed into the concrete until you die. If I just had to guess, because I think it's grade ones would require like a tank. So obviously no regular person is like handling that. I
Mm,
think a grade two is like you might be able to get it done with a shotgun. Um, so
I'm trying to
yeah,
remember. Like, what was the most iconic like grade one curse? Do we know?
the most
Um,
iconic grade one curse.
because like the
There's not
finger
really
bearers are special grade,
yeah, there's
so
not really
like
iconic grade one curses. There's the curse spirit that
it would be one
not
Ghetto
Yaga but
has,
Gaku
right?
Ganji like pulls out, but that gets like no diffed by Hanami. So there's I don't think we really see that many grade one curses. Um,
Fuck. Okay. We never got any named grade twos. I don't think they'd have names at grade two.
yeah, I mean
Because I'm just wondering.
grade ones are food, but you got to think about it like a grade one curse means that you can be beat by a grade two sorcerer, and it's like you're basically nothing. Um,
Okay. So you think like, okay, I give you the revolver, right?
mhm,
Cursed energy imbued with it. You can see curses, but you're still you.
mhm,
You're just you with a gun. Whatever you want to put on that, right?
sure.
What's the maximum like level of gauntlet you think you could like who do you think is like, all right, gun won't work anymore,
Uh,
infinite ammo or whatever the
just like a
fuck?
handgun, grade two.
Yeah, grade two.
Hmm.
Like that shit, you know that do you remember the grade of the cursed spirit that stopped Yuta and Maki and Zero?
That was a grade one.
That was a grade one. Okay,
Mm.
so like you don't think a gun would work on that?
It 100%. It objectively wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Try to kill a gorilla with a 357 by yourself. What's a 357?
it's a caliber. Um,
Is that strong?
yes. The point that lethality is making, which by the way, I saw your compliment. Thank you for that lethality. I appreciate that earlier. But the point of
Play in my face lethality.
the point that she's making is that like the power of the gun is not necessarily conducive to your ability to lock in. Um,
Mm,
and
okay.
yeah, it may hurt it, but like that thing can move probably a lot faster than you can. Your question is merely about like damage conversion and like sure, but you're not stepping to a grade two, right? Even if a gun would work on it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you don't think like your artillery would like really matter past a certain point?
It's not that it wouldn't matter. I'm different, right? I'm more speaking to you specifically.
Okay, bro.
Yeah,
All right. So
I'm a
they
different
put
beast.
you in. They're like, hey, bro, here's the camo. We're going to Japan, right? Like you joined that platoon that came
No,
into.
I'll pass.
Oh, okay. So you passed there.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
What's helicopter guy's name? Haruta? No. Fuck. You know, propeller hat guy.
Yeah, I don't remember his name anymore, but yeah, I
Yeah. Okay. They're like, yeah, bro.
dude, he'll
Take
fucking
care of
murder.
him.
No, what do you mean take care of him? He'll fucking
Why
murder
do
me.
y'all
Haba,
remember his name, bro?
Haba.
Haba.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Um.
UV Haba. Here's a fucking machine gun. Here is like some
No,
cursed energy. Like
no. I'm not fighting, dude. I don't think you can. I really don't think you can name a sorcerer genuinely. Maybe barring maybe, but she's a sharpshooter. That like I would actually be willing to fight. I don't think that one
Momo.
exists. No, Momo would genuinely obliterate your shit. She unironically speed blitz and one shots your dumbass in particular.
Yeah, I'm a regular guy, bro. You said you were different.
I am different.
Come on,
They're also different. They're literally sorcerer. Their occupation is supernatural curse killer, bro. They're different by necessity. These niggas, their occupation is to be different. I'm different compared to you niggas. I'm not different compared to motherfuckers that are different on a daily basis.
bro. I say all that shit. Like an off-screen curse, like grade 3 probably obliterated it from like the bottom of a staircase. That was just like a highly trained military operative with cursed energy. Motherfucker was just like up the stairs.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm gonna be real. There's not like there genuinely isn't anybody that's going to get me to fight them, bro.
Wait, Draco?
I don't consider
Ichichi.
Ichichi a sorcerer. He's an assistant. That's like a different occupation.
But you got him, right?
Maybe that nigga can use cursed energy, bro. I don't know. Like out of everybody that we've seen, sure, I'd fight him before most others. But like I wouldn't like if you said, bro, bet your life on the because there's other assistants, right? If you said bet your life on the line that you could beat any of them, right? If you win, you get $1 billion. If you lose, you're instantly murdered.
Right.
I'm gonna have to talk to my family about that one for real. Like we're going to have a sit down conversation about like guys. I genuinely, honestly, not might.
Might not come back from
I
this.
probably statistically, I probably will die. I probably will.
Wow.
Cursed energy, by the way, right? Yeah. Dude,
they give you some too, bro.
what does that fucking mean? You like I could use cursed energy now, like a sorcerer.
Okay, so the strongest of those soldiers, right? That like got Haba.
Yeah, but they
right?
got cursed energy bullets, bro. They got weapons that use it. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not cursed energy enhanced, bro.
You can take those weapons. You just got to. You just got to take care of Ichichi.
Oh, that nigga might give me hands, bro. He might.
Oh
he
God,
might kick my shit in, bro.
What are we doing here, bro?
Dude, listen. You're not beating. Let me take it a step further, right? You're not beating a lot of JJK characters in the series when they're not using cursed energy. Like you okay. And I'm being dead ass. The Yuji of it aside,
I'm
right?
not.
Megami canonically has trashed your hands. By the way, is giving you the fucking business. That's a
he was sitting on a pile of bodies in middle school. I know.
Canonically,
that's the guy. That's your weak link?
Canonically bad hands. Maki literally says, "Damn, seeing Megami fight well is kind of fucking trippy." Yes, he has bad. He's bad at these, bro. He's absolutely tearing your shit up pre-supernatural energy.
Ichichi's 3 Momo got you wiped down. Miwa got you wiped down. Ino got you. Bro, Miwa has a sword in base.
Dude, Miwa, take away simple domain and a sword and her eyes, and you're getting cooked. Dude, you know it's really funny. You're getting cooked by like your average blue locker, bro. Why are we talking about JJK characters?
Okay. Yeah, but they're professional athletes. Like
professional athletes over sorcerers, bro? Is that the scaling? Nigga, what are we talking about, bro? He said, wow, sure, that's a fucking... He said he did... This nigga asked me, do you think you can take a guy with a spinning helicopter blade on his head that can cut through reinforced steel that Yuji was like, I don't want that to hit me. Bleeding hands, by the way, when he knocked his dumbass out, right? Do you think you could take him? What? You don't think so? Oh, but like obviously you'd lose to Rin. That's a professional soccer player. Are you fucking laced?
Okay, all right, bro. Yeah, that's on me. That was poor phrasing.
Light would piece your dumbass up too, for sure.
I think it would at least be a protracted fight. No death, no.
Light is mixing your shit.
No, he's not. He doesn't have any fucking karate or like martial arts
He's
training.
mixing your shit, bro. That
He's
one
not
fight
L
scene,
either,
that
bro.
one fight scene he had with bro, he landed a hit on L. L's trained. Like you've never garnered a feat like that. You have no statements. You have no feats. You don't have anything, bro. Like
Okay. You think you can beat Light?
that nigga's like 150. I'm beating Light. Like
if I can last 25 seconds with you, that's at least 30 minutes with him, right?
You can't.
Come on, bro.
It's not about fighting. It's not about fighting strength. I'm gonna body slam you, right? It's not like that's Light's 150. Light's not. Light's getting body slammed.
Like I got some meat on my bones.
No, we're not letting that one fly.
No,
we're not. No. I don't actually don't care.
I mean?
No, I actually don't care about the context. We're not letting that fly. If we get another one of those, you're getting ejected. That's all.
Bro, that's not what I meant. Fuck. I'm just saying, like, I'm more than 150. I'm over 5'7".
Yes. You're over 150, but what Light has in fighting skill, you don't. Like, bro, I'm not seriously. I'm not convinced you know how to throw a punch. Genuinely, no funny shit. Like it. Do you?
Creams can't even scale above Nana characters. They're chain smokers. Yeah. Canonically anemic, by the way. You know they like only eat food like 3 times the whole series, right? Like, what are we doing here?
Wait, bro, you looked a little.
Komatsu has more.
Okay, bro, you looked upset when I said you might not know how to throw a punch. Do you know how to throw a punch? Do you think you do?
Now I'm doubting it, right? Like
Okay, let me ask you this: have you thrown a punch in a fight?
Not as an adult or teenager.
Okay, so you don't know how to throw a punch, and that's fine.
Okay, all right.
But like, it's not an issue, right? You're a grown man. You're 57. You don't need to be fighting anybody, right? It's just a matter of like, don't get mad. You're the guy who told me you wouldn't be able to jump and shoot a basketball at the same time because it required too many mechanics. Your punch is going to be like, it's gonna be some weak shit, bro. I genuinely. No funny shit, bro.
Who are you fighting? Who are you fighting, bro?
You. I listen, bro. I'm not even saying. Here's the thing. If we not even if we up your stats, if we train you up to have normal levels of hand-eye coordination, you can last 25 seconds in the ring with me, right? The problem isn't your base stats. The problem is like you have no idea how your body works at all. Like, let's say you know what? Here's the perfect example. It's like you function like Captain Ginyu did the body change, but this is your original default fleshly vessel. You act as if you're new here, but you've been there for 37 years, gang. You have three plus decades in that body, and you treat it as if like it is a like you have inverted controls.
Creams would have a vague data book statement that says he turns his weakness into strength or some shit like that.
Yeah, bro. Let me check the data book, bro. What data book statements you got, gang?
Do you have any? Holy fuck, bro.
No, but I have some. I just have some combat feats, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's it.
As an adult.
Yeah, I have some combat feats, bro. I box my dad all the time. Granted, not necessarily for training purpose. What?
No way. This is. Dude, I can't be finding out on stream,
bro.
You smart?
Let me put your mind at ease, bro. My dad's not a fucking boxer. We're just grown man fighting, right? That's it. But I'm saying, like, in the past year, I've had more fights than you've had in the past 20, probably, statistically, because you're like 50.
If you're Shammy.
Huh? Shammy is body slamming me, and I instantly die. Don't put us in the same...
Okay, listen. If you're Shammy, you're out of shape, you're out of training, you're tired, you're hungry, you have one hand tied behind your back, and you're blindfolded, right?
Mm-hmm.
I still wouldn't take that fight, right?
Is there a benefit to taking it? Do I get a reward if I win or something?
I'm saying, do you need the same handicaps as me, or are you just like, nah, bro, send him in at full health?
No, nigga, bro, you know that's obviously not the case. Shammy's
Shammy's
240 wrestles, and like squats the world, bro. Why are you acting as if I can't beat Shammy, I'm you? There's a what? Like, bro, I would argue, statistically speaking, most people on the planet can't beat Shammy. Most people, like, just by proxy, right? Most people on Earth, of the 8 billion, over 5 billion are getting waxed. Easy.
It's actually okay. The problem.
I'm just saying,
so
I'm
Shamey
one of
happened
the.
to be trained by a guy that happened to be one of the people that can beat him.
So what's your point? You're saying, bro,
Oh my god,
you can't beat Shammy, so why are you talking all this shit? I'm actually not. I'm saying I could beat you, which is essentially like you saying you could beat an 8th grader. It's not a flex, it's just a statement of truth. It's not like it's not a thing that I'm particularly proud of. I'm actually trying to give you props by saying I'm not even saying your stats are bad. I'm saying you fail at a fundamental level to use your body in a way that really means much. And so if you have a full power potential of like 100%, you're maybe at 15, right? Like, there are certain things you just me to you, friend to friend, grown man to grown man, right? There are certain things that you can't not be able to do and have me take you as a you can't not know how to throw a punch. You just can't. You can't. It can't. It's not possible.
I hear you. Next time you're here, let's train. Show me the ropes, gang. Show me the gulf in our powers. I gotta see it for myself.
Bro, listen.
Don't fucking drop kick me, bro. Like
No. It's not about that, bro. Listen. Listen. Me to you, bro. Forget chat. Okay. Don't listen to this. We saw the gulf on 150, bro. Like, we don't have to do it again.
What are we doing here, bro?
Bro,
it doesn't have to be on.
I'm just saying
we can work out one time together, and you're like, no, fat ass.
No, bro, you
didn't.
No, bro, I would love to work out with you, bro. You're the one said, show me the golf. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to get an ego boost, bro. You're my friend. I want to like. It's a fun gym going experience. I'm not trying to like. There's no point in trying to like ego. I'm not trying to lil bro you. You're not my like, bro. You're 60. I'm not. What do I get out of that? What do I derive from like being like, yeah, dude, I beat the Jerry. Fuck, I'm so what? Come on, bro.
All right, Raj, relax, bro. Like, just give me. Let me. Why am I conceding that, bro? I'm not 60. Why the fuck did I Holy shit, I'm an idiot. Okay. Rewind. Pretend I didn't say any of that.
Okay.
I'm saying you would be you'd be impressed. You'd still beat me, but you'd be impressed with like my resilience.
Okay.
My capacity.
That's on me. I've been disrespecting you, bro. That's on me. Genuinely, for
thank you.
Like for the sake of the bit, I was doing too much, bro. You genuinely.
The dementia kicking in, Gramps. Fuck you. Holy shit. Where am I getting grandpa allegations from?
Hold on, let me see this. BR would willingly step in the ring with lethality despite knowing the outcome. I'm gonna be honest, I got that. No weapons, of course.
You said that.
Lethality.
Creams, I'd hand you a sword so you think you have a chance. Okay.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Can I now here's the thing, right? I feel like I was being genuine. I feel like I was being honest. Maybe the light thing was a little bit of like punching above my weight class, maybe, right? There are probably is Dane in here? Maybe with the exception of Dane. I got that. I got that. Like I maybe with the exception of Dane, I got that. That's
bro, he's not Gojo. What?
No, I'm not saying he is, bro. I'm not saying
he is. Kill all of them.
One.
like,
bro, like I like listen. All I'm saying, and here's the thing: I haven't gone into depth reading y'all's data book statements or combing through the feeds, right? I'm just saying, on a base, I'm doing an eye test level. Johnny's in here too. Never mind. Aside from Johnny and Dane, right? I got that.
Johnny.
No, you see, bro. You haven't met him in person, right? When I met him, you could. Bro, we did the arm wrestle rankings. It was like the Phantom Troop shit, bro. It was like, obviously, Shammy was like...
No, but that was you as... That wasn't this version of you.
No, I had more mass to put into the arm wrestling shit, bro. I had like 30 more pounds.
Stop push. Bro, please. Come on. Have some self-respect.
What? I would
It's
say
cool.
some similar shit like if I was naked, I'm winning. Oh, in reference to the Sakamoto thing. That's funny. Um,
Who in chat can beat
no,
Creams?
the
I
better question
actually
is
corrected to BR. Holy shit!
the
I actually
but
mentally was like, oh, that can't be about me. That actually can't be. It's impossible
and
that they're
Johnny
talking about me.
and Johnny
Holy
antagonizing
fuck.
you in here makes it even funnier. Oh my god, Creams is asking for Daddy Ronan's help again. Literally can't even work out without Ronan's help.
Yeah, Johnny, no glasses, no masks, no shirt. I got you, bro. Let's settle this.
Okay, is that?
Like,
Hey man, bro, Creams,
let's lock up, Johnny. You and me.
It's that. Okay, how about this? You tell me people who you think you got in chat, bro.
Bro, Johnny, don't call him a beast, man. Come on, that's fucked up.
What? What are you talking about? No, I saw the chat.
Look
What are you
right.
talking about?
I was in the presence of a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him not to call you a beast, bro. I know how you feel about that. It's fucked up, and I won't have it.
I could take BR not really talking about a fight.
Legality. I'm really trying to be kind. You're making it very hard. Holy
Hey,
shit.
bro. Listen, Johnny. Listen, bro. Cream kind of disrespected you by thinking he could lock up with you pretty casually. I might think you gotta.
Yeah, he's not saying shit, bro.
Might gotta,
he knows what's up. He knows who would win.
Yo, chat. Quick question for you. I've never really. Creams, do not embarrass yourself. You couldn't take me without asking for permission first, bro.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
You can. Just don't hurt yourself too much, bro. Can I ask you guys something? What do you do when two friends are about to fight and you know one of them is really gonna get their ass beat, bro? Like for real. And you're like, what is the correct like course of act? Do you let it happen or do you like intervene?
Johnny, I'll tell you what. Let me. You go to the gym, bro. Like how much do you work out? Show me something to be worried about, bro.
Can I be honest, bro? Can I be honest?
Like if he sends me some shit that's like serious, I'll back off immediately.
Can I be honest, bro?
What's
This is
up?
kind of what I mean when I say like the Captain Ginyu thing. Like even if let's say, hold on, watch me land, bro. Even if we say, which I'm not saying is the case, but even if we say you have better stats, right? You're more fit, you're stronger. Let's say that for a second, right? A fight is not just a comparison of like power levels, gang. It's not just flexing really hard and like seeing who can throw up the most weight. You actually have to hit the person and not get hit or get hit a little less, right? So from that perspective, just based on you describing that, like me asking you if you could throw a punch made you lose confidence, I don't think you have currently the necessary tools to.
Okay, bro.
I'm just saying.
No, okay, Dane's here. Let's move on.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Genuinely, you gotta let that go, bro. You gotta start acting like a grown ass man. Fuck. Everybody, bro. Me, Dane, Dave, everybody just got free reign, bro. They just everybody. Come on, that's crazy. That's dastardly work. Yeah. Let's see.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I step in the ring BR if he had a 22. Nasty work, lethality. Nasty work.
Notice how Johnny ran away, huh?
He told you to not embarrass yourself because you needed permission. Yeah. Hey, bro, I'll set it up, man. Listen. I'm just gonna make him. Oh, he's here. I grew up with an older brother and two older cousins. Losing to Creams would be a stain on my lineage. I wouldn't even want to put you in that position. I consider you a friend. Nah, when a nigga says he doesn't want to put you in that position, bro, genuinely, relax, bro. Relax. Like, yo, Creams. Listen, I wasn't going to take a stance publicly or at least explicitly, right? I don't want you to get worked, bro. Please don't do this.
Oh my god.
Please, no, bro. I genuinely think. Listen, as someone.
Johnny, do you have any actual training, bro? Like, what are we doing here?
As someone who has seen this before. Training is not required for you, if I can be honest. As someone who has seen this before, let me hold on. Let me switch over to the app scene real quick, just so you know we're serious. We'll go back to the reaction in the second chat. As someone who has seen this before, bro, I know that it hurts a friendship for one person to beat the shit out of another friend, even if they're just playing, it does something to the ego. It does something to the ego, and you already are prone to getting mad at Johnny. I'm saying this seriously. I actually can't see you get dropped, bro. It can't, because here's what's gonna happen.
No, take the sincerity out of your voice, dog. No, come on.
No, because this is the thing. It'll actually put a strain on all of our relationships, bro. Because now it's hierarchical. Now it's hierarchical, right? Now you've lost to Johnny, and it's not going to actually be. I'm not going to think less of you because I already knew what the outcome was, right? And we've still been friends, so that's not an issue. But you're going. Trust me, I've seen it. I've seen it deteriorate a mind, right? You're not going to be able to let it go, and it's Johnny. It's gonna eat away at you, and it's gonna really stick to you. And I don't want to see you go through that as your friend, bro. Truly and honestly, and you're not even gonna. You're just gonna sometimes be more mad, sometimes be more aggressive, right? So you may hear people be around you be like, oh yeah, hello, the pizza's aggressive, and it's because you've gone into another fit of rage, imagining that like the nearest person around was like Johnny Starr asking for round two, and I don't want to see you go down that path, bro. I truly don't.
Bro, is he Satan? Like, why the fuck am I reacting like this?
No, it's about pride and ego, bro. You don't losing to someone, knowing they were playing around, and then you have to go back to being friends with them. I don't think that's good for the spirit. I don't think that's good for the spirit. I don't think that's good for the spirit, man.
Let me put this on ice, bro. Let me do some training. I'll talk to you after the time skip.
Let me ask you one hypothetical before we get back into it. Do you seriously think that if Johnny waxed your shit, like you're unconscious and I have to splash a bucket of cold water on you to wake you up, right? I'm being dead ass. Do you seriously think you can go back to the way things are? No change.
No.
That's why you don't let friends fight, because it's going to hurt something that I really don't think most people are mature enough to put back together.
Johnny would be able to come back from that.
Of course he would, because he won. Everybody, listen, the winner.
No. If I win, he can come back from that. And I think if I just do the emotion, shut up. If I do the emotional labor, I can get to that level too.
I don't think you can, bro. You're not the type of person that has that, and I mean no disrespect. You're far too petty. You're the pettiest person I know.
And Johnny's a saint. Have you met him?
I didn't say he's a saint. I just said you're far too petty, indicating that on the scale you cross the threshold. Dude, Creams, get up, bro. No. I don't want to be saying that to you. Genuinely. That's gonna be so embarrassing, bro. Imagine you wake up in a different location than the one you got knocked out in because I carried you home, bro. Come on, man. You can't. There are certain things to where, like, I get it. It's toxic masculinity, but fuck if that's some shit I almost feel the need not to let go of, bro.
Bro, why are you acting like Johnny's Yujiro Hanma? What are we doing here?
It's a comparison thing, bro. It's a comparison thing, bro.
Like, bro, you have a better shot fighting the U.S. government bare-knuckled than to even scratch Johnny's underalls. Like, what are we doing here, bro?
It's not even really about Johnny specifically, right? You take your pick of friends that you're willing to name that we both know. And here's the thing, right? In other contexts, you wash. I think if we're talking about being funny, that's you. But like everybody has to know their strengths and weaknesses. Everybody has to know like where they lie. And if you want to improve that strength, if you want to turn that weakness into a strength, go ahead. Right? I think you can. A combat sport, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, maybe like Tai Chi would be a little bit more your speed, but like something, right? Just know I can't think of someone off top in our friend group that is really just getting rocked by you. So it's not specifically Johnny, it's just Johnny.
It's not about getting rocked. I just think like we can do battle. bro. Like on
Anybody
equal
can do
terms.
battle. You can do battle with Yujiro Hanma. Like, if you want. Like, it's like, but you don't mean, what does doing battle mean? Like, here's the difference. Because Demon brings up a really good point, right? If the server was, like, jumping you, right? You know, Shami, Sukuna, me and Johnny are Agito and Maharaga, right? And you
Okay,
lose,
man.
that's respect. Because you put your dukes up, right? But, like, if we're on some friendly shit,
Jamie needed backup, bro.
if we're just on some friendly shit and you're like, you're all slapboxing, you just, and just blood drips down. No, bro, because you're gonna get mad. Everybody does it, bro. I've seen it a million times. You're slapboxing, ha 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 ha. Someone gets hit a little, just a tad too hard, and that fun turns into a little bit of that. I think I tasted pain.
Bro, I do the fucking Billy Butcher wake up, seeing Johnny fucking arms on his hands on his fucking waist. Hey, sleepyhead.
Listen, man, I just, yo, creams. Fuck, dude.
Yo, creams. What the fuck?
Like, listen, bro, Mikey, that's an athlete, right?
See the little birds, bro,
Yeah,
on
that's
my head.
Mikey, that's an athlete. Johnny just has the aura of someone that knows how to handle themselves at least decently in a fight. Shammy is
Crazy plays. Actually, that
Shammy,
like
bro.
okay.
Me.
Different question. You, me, Johnny, Mikey,
Mm-hmm. Are you asking if we could beat
and like
Shammy?
one wild card. Yeah.
It really depends
Jesus,
on who the
dude.
wild card is, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Who's the wild card?
Who would you want? Like, who would be like the best pick?
Ah, fuck. I'm trying to think of like no one that we.
Yeah,
No
I
one that we
realized that.
actively.
Yeah.
Like I have one. I have
Yeah.
one in mind, but it's not like a mutual group friend thing. You know what I mean?
I thought. Nah, I mean, he's just strapped, so it wouldn't really do much combat wise.
Yeah, I think that me, Johnny, and Mikey could maybe. I'm just considering you a non-factor. I'm sorry. Like, I know you're
Come on,
here.
bro.
It's just.
Bro.
And you're just.
Why am I the water boy here? Fuck.
Bro, just like. I don't think it could happen. Shammy's too built for it, bro. Is shadowboxing just to relax.
Was he really?
Dude, Shammy, I don't. You never met Shammy in person, right?
I haven't. Yeah.
He is.
But
like,
I know I've heard the legends.
He could pick you, grown man, up, and just slam you, bro. And it wouldn't even be. So that's kind of why I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is because it's basically if three people sacrifice their lives, can one person like crazy one shot him, right? And I'm thinking like, okay, it really just depends.
Throw me, bro.
You're
Holy
Frieza. Okay, fair enough. W subconscious bias. Let's see. Creams, what's your leg press, Libra?
Don't say leg press when we're talking about Shammy, Libra. Dude, anytime I see Shammy do any leg exercise, I actually fucking gulp and like my hands start shaking. The thought that this guy, he's like we're both human beings on paper, bro.
Yeah.
Like I might not be classified as like a cousin.
Yeah. So yeah. In the power rankings goes Shammy, me, Johnny, and Mikey sit in the same tier than you. I think that's fair.
I really gotta keep working on my physicals, bro. Holy shit, this is humiliating. This is truly embarrassing, yeah. Like, I at least gotta be at the floor. It seems like I'm in the basement.
No, bro, you are the floor.
That's an upgrade from what I said, bro. That's disgusting.
You're the floor. You said you at least gotta be the floor. You're the floor, bro. The bar is in Mukin. Okay. All right. But with that being said, let's get right back to it, Chad, because we still had like some seconds left. All right. Let me go back real quick here. Your self-esteem should not rely on how well you can fight people. Use context clues, bro. Fight people. Fight people. Jesus. This is what I wanted to note too, chat, because I was wondering why Yuki acting as if she's relevant. Hey, bro, let her do her thing, bro. Let her do her thing. That's big Yuki. Fuck. Anyways,
Can't wait to see the black hole fail.
One thing that I was thinking, right, because this is a part 1, right, of season 3. So coming out in January, which is a lot sooner than a lot of people expected. But my thought. So this, I initially thought when Yuta saying let's go Rika that like this was Sendai, but I don't imagine that it is, just because he's got the broken sword. It feels a little more reminiscent of Yuta versus Yuji. However, this line, Chad, if you're an observant viewer such as myself, this is, I think, Yuta talking to Uro here, where like living solely for yourself isn't enough. That whole like little thing that makes Uro really mad, that like that positivity, selfless rage bait he's got going on. And so if this is indicative of what's going to be in part 1, then we're getting up to Sendai Colony. Although I'm gonna be honest, that feels a little bit like a stretch for 12 episodes off top. But I'm not entirely sure. What are your thoughts, Grams? Like you give this core 1 is 12 episodes, right? How far do you think we're getting?
25 episodes at least.
All right, never mind. So I'm kind of like torn between two thoughts, chat. Because it's sort of like, on one hand, I think a really good an interesting place to stop would be, you have Yuji and Megumi getting ready to enter the barrier, right? And then.
Oh, you asked me where it ended, or where I thought it would end,
Don't
right?
interrupt me, please, bro. Just let me finish this thought, and you can, I don't know, listen to what I said a little bit earlier. So you have Yuji and Megumi entering the barrier, right? And then you kind of like let the second part be the Culling games proper. Like, you're in the barriers, you're fighting. We get Yuji versus Higuruma, Megumi versus Reggie, Yuta versus Sendai. Kashima versus Akari, the whole shebang, right? We get every single colony. But I don't know if that necessarily takes 12 episodes per se. I'd have to do some of the chapter math in my head. One thing I will say though is that that line has, I don't know, that line has me of two opinions. Let me read some of what y'all are thinking. If core 1 is 12 episodes, we're getting to the beginning of Sendai. The beginning of Sendai feels weird to cut that straight down the middle.
This is a seasonal. I just needed a sec to process the Johnny conversation. But I'm good. I'm fine. It's cool. Whatever. Question for you. Was there a filler episode last season, or am I tripping?
A filler episode?
They sometimes do those like recap episodes?
Not that was counted towards the total 23. No. Like that was
so
just
it was
like
24 episodes total, but 23 like
I think it was just 23 episodes.
Okay, but season 1 was 25 or 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You think it makes a difference that episode and change? That's about 4 chapters. So if they're adapting,
not really.
Like if Yuki's the halfway point, right? Then like
Yuki's most certain halfway point to what?
Like between part 1 and part 2 of the season. Like let's say the fight, like her fight with Kinjaku ending.
Why do you think Yuki would be the halfway point? She's not even anywhere close. Yuki's like towards the tail end of the entire thing. Like I imagine that all of season 3 will be. It may end with like Sukuna. It may end with Sukuna taking over Megumi's body. Why would Yuki be like the halfway point between that? She's like only
that was her fight
only happened. Yeah, Yuki's fight happens at like 203 or something. Right.
Wait, so what did season 2 adapt to? 130?
137, I think.
37. Let me check. So that's when Yuta comes on. Okay. And then Kinjaku and Yuki's fight is like
203. Like when Choso starts fighting Kinjaku and that whole thing happens, it's like 203. So that Yuki is not going to fight anywhere near part 1. I don't think that makes very much sense.
Okay, 30 episodes is like 10 chapters. 30 chapters is like 10 episodes. Oh shit, yeah, you're right. It would be like around the 160s where part 1 would end. Wait, is that?
Fuck, ChatGPT. All right. Let's see. Part one is probably going to be 137 to 160. Part two will probably be 161 to 212. And I could see part two being a lot longer, or it be like covering a lot more chapters, just because there's going to be a lot less exposition in those chapters.
Maybe.
But yeah, I mean,
I mean,
they
depends
covered
on the
hidden
scenes they add.
they covered hidden inventory in Shibuya, right?
Yeah.
Let me do some quick math. They covered hidden inventory in Shibuya, right? Um, fuck. It's been a while since I've had to think chat numbers and shit. All right, 137 to 212. Let's see. That's assuming they get there. Um, yeah, so that'd be covering 75 chapters in 23 episodes, assuming they still do the standard like two core thing they did with season two, right? And they covered, I think, a pretty similar amount. They went from what, chapter 137 to, or 65 to 137? Yeah. So they'd be covering like three more chapters than they did in season two, with a lot. And it sounds crazy considering Shibuya is almost straight fights, right? But
Hmm.
like, they kind of, how should I put this? There's even more fighting in the Culling games in terms of like straight action, 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 action. A little bit more exposition, but action. Yeah, season three end with Nai
Okay.
win. I feel
I
like you'd
mean,
have to
like,
brush
I'm
up a
not worried
little
about
bit
the
more with that.
pacing with the action, just because like if they add more scenes, which like they will, then
Mm-hmm.
it should all even out, right?
Yeah,
Like it Choso versus Yuji was longer in the anime than it was in the manga,
like
and that didn't really.
sure. But what's your point?
I was yes anding you.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I
Um,
was agreeing. Yeah.
yeah. Let's cut
Uh,
Hikari from the anime and upscale Panda. Fuck it. I like the cut of your jib, bro. Let's make that third form Panda hit on something serious. Kashima can still say his same lines too. Um, what fight are you hyped to see animated the most? I think that's tough. That's a truly tough one. I think that damn.
yeah. I mean, Yuji versus Yuta seems like the first and obvious one, right?
Just for all of season three. Um,
Oh fuck, that's even harder.
I'll tell you my contenders. Right, my contenders are
Okay.
really Megumi versus Reggie, Yuta versus Sendai, Kashimo versus his opponent. Those are the obvious ones. Everything else is like it's not, in my opinion, even a contender for first place. Um, it's tough for me to like sift between them. Megumi versus Reggie has obvious Megumi bias, but I feel like you can kind of go crazy in like the anime glaze,
Wait,
in terms of like what he gets
question.
there. What's up?
Important question. Do we count Maki's awakening as a fight? Like her Zen and Slaughter?
Yeah.
Then that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Um,
that UG the
damn,
UG
bro. Timeouts. I thought you were just asking a question. I'm about to interrupt my thing with your thing, bro.
you
Damn.
said your list.
I said my list and I was talking, bro. You. I thought you were just
I
gonna
thought we
ask
were
me.
going okay, I thought we were going list explanation list. Wait, well, no, why would we end on list?
So yeah, let me
That makes
finish,
no
bro.
sense.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Anyways, right. There's some bias as like a Megami fan, right? I feel like Megami versus Reggie, kind of being a first place contender, is in the like genuinely just really good fight, really great stuff. Thanks for the send off, Gay Gay, right? But like,
Mhm.
from the perspective, it mainly comes from the perspective of like, I need you to give me that like Jogo Sukuna Maharaga kind of gas where it's like he was never doing this in the manga, right? Just start showing me him doing random shit with Shadow. Make him use Shadow clones outside of the domain, big bro. Just let me see something pretty. Let me see something cool, right? That's from that perspective. Man, the fight weak as hell. Someone ban that nigga. Thank you. I'm being so serious. I'm being
I don't
half
know, man.
serious.
Like
Um, and then and then for the like Universe Ascendant, that's just obvious. Probably that's probably the best colony, just like all the way through wise. Kashimo versus Akari is just like fucking adrenaline straight to the heart. Those are kind of my 3 picks. Yeah.
Questions for you. Not right. You know, let's do this, right? No cutting off. Not my turn yet.
Thanks, bro.
Let me lock in with you. Okay. One, would you prefer the Reggie Megami fight be extended with like him showing like other like receipts for other shit, or would you want to see like just more back and forth like hand to hand wise? Like, are you trying to see an extension of the abilities or trying to see an extension of
both? But
okay?
an extension of the abilities is the priority.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Two. Not okay. Yuta versus Sendai. Is that? I feel like that's an episode, right? Lengthwise, because it ends really abruptly. Or are you counting from the moment like he and Ishigori like?
I'm counting
from the very
moment.
first.
I'm counting from the moment he cuts down Druve to.
Drew. Okay.
Yeah. So his fight with Kurushi, his fight with Uro, his fight with Ishigori, his fight with all 3 of them, the triple domain, and
So
then the ending. That's probably like an episode and a half or like 2.
Half, yeah. Yeah, I think they could extend it to like 2 episodes. Because like, okay, end previous episode on cutting Druve. Next episode probably ends on the 3-way domain, and then
yeah, and then you finish it halfway through with like the
yeah. You know, I don't know if they're gonna adapt Gege's like the thing he does where he just kind of suddenly cuts to certain shit as well, or if they're gonna like kind of streamline it a bit. But I really hope for Yuta versus Sendai, like, man, that 3-way domain thing is really gonna bum me out when I see it again. Fucking hell, it's just so gas, and then like it just all break. Like, I don't know, it was a good fight.
I do remember you getting your
yeah.
I am absolutely fucking gassed. You know, Chad, it's so funny because I'm shameless about it, right? And this is something I've always been upfront about, even in the midst of my complaints. A lot of the complaints I have will be kind of like represented to me during the anime. Like a lot of things I wish were there, blah blah blah. You're not gonna really hear that from me, chat. You're just gonna see tears, and I'm just gonna be like, "Fuck, goddamn, was cool. Just this once, like yeah."
Okay, so different question then, right? Not the fight you're most excited to see, but if you had to pick one fight to get the fucking Sukuna Maharaga, like for this fight, what the fuck? The 21/9, like
for any fight that's happening in season 3.
Yeah. Because my thinking is, okay, Yuta versus Sendai, kind of an immediate like gimme almost. Like it's like, oh, it's gonna be a great fight, right? But that feeling of shock that adds to it. You know what I mean? Like we weren't expecting Sukuna versus Maharaga to be like that, especially after Sukuna versus Jogo. So I'm wondering, like, what? I gotta see some shit, bro. I gotta see some shit that'll move me, because like we're not gonna see Gojo or Sukuna fight the entire season. So that's gonna be an interesting like fact, right? Like it's gonna be carried by the core cast. So I'm wondering who they're gonna give that treatment to, because like there's very few people that'll be able to do what Sukuna and Gojo do, right? So it's.
I mean, that's just not true from a visual standpoint. It's so easy. It's so easy to gas motherfuckers as high as you get, because it's.
No, I mean they did it with Choso, right? Like it's not about gassing. It's about like just like the grandiosity of it, right? Like they had Maharaga throwing trains.
I'm saying that I disagree on, right? I'm saying like.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like, okay, Jogo's fucking grabbing buildings with lava hands and slamming them together. Ishigori is going to melt the fuck. He is going. That shit is going to, like, it's not even gonna make sense. You're just gonna start seeing particles and shit, and it's like, yeah, like to me, pretty much, like the only fight that can't get that, funnily enough, Maki and Sakurajima might get that treatment. I could see that. But the only one that I could see not being able to be hyped up to that degree is like Yuji versus Higuruma. But I don't really mind that, because it's a fight that does not have most of its merit from like the choreography and the action of it. To me, you can amp up you can inject pretty much every other fight in the Culling games with um like insane ridiculous gas because you can just take that to its super duper logical extent. So I'm looking forward to
Gotcha.
it. Um
Okay.
yeah.
I'm so excited to see how they animate Uro's technique. Because
Mhm.
the sky shit was so cool in the manga.
Mhm.
I gotta see some crazy stuff, man. Like I'm really pumped for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Um
I guess Reggie versus Megami, if I had to pick the fucking multiplier.
mhm.
Because like, okay,
There are shadows above
Megami's
me
domain.
too.
Dude, uh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, bro. I see the fucking aspect ratio change when
Mhm.
we load up that episode.
You know, bro, I don't even need an aspect ratio change, bro. Just give me. I'll take a Yuji versus Choso level interaction. I'll take a Sukuna
Mm.
versus Jogo level interaction. I'll take a Toji versus Dagon level interaction. Season 2 had so many bangers. Just give me something. Just give me something. Just give me something. Just give me something.
You know,
Um,
chat's talking about okay, so let's say they scrap the Mach 3 statement, right? In the
why would
anime.
they?
Just for kicks. Just for kicks. Just for kicks, right? Just say
Uh, he froze for me. Let's see. Is it on my end or his end? Is the question. I hope. I really do hope it's on his end. Chat, can we still? Oh, brother. Chat, can we still? I know I'm split in half or whatever, but like, okay, he froze. Okay, cool, cool, cool. His end, his end. All right, cool, cool, cool. I just want to make sure because it is raining pretty hard outside. I wanted to make sure I didn't cook shit. Okay. Here, let me get this up before he comes back, right? I really don't think they're going to scrap the Mach 3 statement because why would they? I don't think they're going to change anything of significance, if I can be honest with you. Mainly because, like,
ridiculous.
you kind of have to, like, presuppose they think there's something wrong enough to do that. Um,
Mm.
but yeah.
Uh, sorry about the Discord crashed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was saying, let's say like for some reason they're like, yo, Gege, we'll make it up for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of Mach 3, they're like Mach 300.
Okay.
Not only does that definitively like make the rest of the feats in anime just different, right?
Mm-hmm.
But but it also kind of upscales the entire JJK verse collectively.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious, like, what do you think that is? The JJK premium plan,
What do I
if
think
you
the
will.
JJK premium plan is? Are you asking me like,
Because okay,
what are you asking me?
let's say you do your power scaling videos, right? You do one of two things. You're like, okay, if the Mach 3 statement is
Mm-hmm.
the like benchmark to
Mm-hmm.
measure where JJK characters are at speed wise,
Mm-hmm.
um, they get washed, right? But when
Mm-hmm.
you upscale them to Hikari's lightning feat,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot more plausible, right?
Sure.
I'm saying if the floor is changed to Mach 300,
Mm-hmm.
does that up them in the fucking rankings?
Not really, because it's so much faster than lightning. It doesn't do much. Like all it means is that like Maki's a lot faster than that, I guess, and that Sukin is a lot
Okay,
faster than that. But all it
and
does is
Gojo's a lot faster.
all it does is just change what Sukin and Gojo might scale to. It doesn't really change
Mm,
most of the any tier basically below them. Not really. Um, yeah.
okay,
Yeah, they have the speed of
all
sun
right.
statement or whatever for piercing blood. Mach 3 ain't changing. Yeah, for sure. And I get the. I guess I get the. I get what lethality and demon are saying. If it's like yeah, it's very easy to imagine, a fighter jet slamming into Maki. I'm just sort of like, am I impressed? I thought she could eat that, but maybe I just thought too highly of her. Right, that's on me. Um, yeah.
No, it wouldn't like change any of the story beats. It would just make it a lot funnier because like you, if you're a dedicated power scaler, you could just say they skate like you just what's the stat equalize, right?
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of sort of explanations for it or whatever, but it's just it is just a really funny thing. I remember reading that and being like, God damn it, Kiki, you fucked me, you ruined me, bro. I'm done. Um, yeah, like it's impossible fully awaken Maki's only three times, and it's just it's a funny statement. I just don't think I don't think you need to take it too seriously from either perspective. Even if you're really like into power scaling, it's just sort of like it's just inconsistent with an abundance of other things were actually shown instead of what's said. Or if you just don't care about power scaling, you just don't care about power scaling. It's an impressive sounding number. 3 times the speed of sound is really fast. Shibuya Yuji isn't Mach 1. What up, Hansel? Let's see.
But yeah, is that it for the trailer?
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean the trailer is really good. I'm very excited to see.
Is there anything past this point? Or?
Oh no, it's just all like the. It's just yeah, gotcha. Yeah, it's just the rest of that. But man, I'm locked. I'm locked. I just.
Are they gonna do the fucking weekly pods about it, bro? For on members, that's gonna be fun to bring back.
Yeah.
Jesus, man, don't sound too excited.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. Let's see. Yeah.
Up,
JJK
man.
season 3. Fuck, dude. You have an interesting habit of pitching me ideas like for content on here, bro. You're funny.
I'm not pitching. I'm just saying it's gonna be exciting to do.
I'm excited for season 3, bro. I am really locked. I'm really.
Oh my god! All right.
Really locked. Yeah, no, it just gets me emotional, man. Like this looks like it's going to be really good, and despite my core desiring, my greed, yearning for like all of it at once, it's probably just better for the end product to have it split up. So I'm excited. Mm-hmm. I'm locked. Today was a good day. And
yes,
and even if just the trailer dropped, it would be a good day. But chat, real ball knowers, right? If you got a tinkle, bro, now's the time.
Yep.
I'm about to get into that.
Knew it was coming.
I'm about to get into that mode, bro. Let me take down the time real quick. 1:08 for KB. Real ball knowers. Maria, I know you've been here. I know you've been in anguish. It's time. It's time, chat room. We gotta talk. Kagurabachi dropped. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. What up, Maria? You know, you said something interesting to me a little while ago, that you were like more excited to get into the like the Hishaku Kaminabi conflict than Chihiro versus Samurai, and I won't lie. I didn't think you were crazy, but I certainly thought that was an interesting perspective. You may have a slight bit of foresight, because fuck, man, this chapter, I said it, I had a lot of tweets about it. I had to get some of my thoughts off, right? I had to get a lot of thoughts off, chat. You know what? Wait, I can go back into reaction mode to look at the chapter with y'all, right? Probably. I'll switch back and forth. I'll switch back and forth with y'all, right? But regardless, this chapter, in my opinion, just from a swordplay perspective, was the best thing we've gotten potentially in the manga, right? I tweeted that out. Niggas were saying like, oh, Sojo still got it. Chapter 17 still got it. I'm going to be honest. If you're talking about the emotional climax of an arc, you know, great choreography, great art, amazing stuff, right? Sure, maybe. Just off the swordplay alone, that shit isn't even touching it. That, to me, isn't even in contention for straight quality of sword fighting. It's kind of moving different. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat room. This shit had me irreparably bricked. It is times like this, right, where I truly feel blessed to be reading this manga in real time, bro. The quick draw on this, the angle on this, Hokuto, nigga who we just saw is like actually a goat with the sword, by the way. He just got, hold on. He just got white purity styled like it was nothing. Just what? 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 That looked fantastic, chat. That shit was so clean. And then, dude. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I don't know how the streets are feeling about Natsuki, because he's super fucking edgy. He's like an actual, like, edge lord, right? Which, just the way I like him, chat. This motherfucker is so cool, bro. The flip over the back into pressing Yura and Hokuto, I'm gonna be honest, I think I fell in love again. I think I fell in love again. Natsuki is such a funny, like, seemingly not self-aware cornball, but from the perspective of Hokuzono, like, you know, self-aware writing it, right? This was so crazy. Hokuzono loves it niggas that look like bums and pull out the craziest stunts. Dude, this nigga genuinely pressed back Yura and fucking Hokuto, and it was just like, yeah, let's keep it pushing. And then the punches don't stop. This little clash, bro. First of all, hold on, let me, nah, that doesn't work. Holy fucking aura on this right here, bro. Holy fucking aura. Uraha, you look sick as hell, bro. You look sick as hell, bro. Holy shit. But Hokuto just stepping back a hair and cutting off the fingers of the left hand. Come on, bro. You're genuinely, I don't want to sound like a meathead. Your favorite mangaka isn't moving like this. Your favorite mangaka isn't moving like this. They just don't have the sauce. No one's having the sauce right now. No one's having this level of dexterity, this deftness with the pen. This shit is so clean. Yura being the only one that's not respecting a fair 1v1 is also funny as hell, but it does give you a pretty decent insight into, like, his general kind of character and his demeanor or whatever, right? It is so fucking sick, right? Just the entire thing was cool. This little, I'm gonna switch back over here real quick, just as I talk in yap for a second. But the little excerpt where Natsuki is talking about, like, yeah, dude, Uraha, listen, he's fucking great. He's cool as shit. He's locked. His initial movements are insanely fast. That's the white purity style for you, right? But he lacks that edge. And then talking about, like, yeah, bro, I've honed my edge through battle. I never stop fighting. My edge is sharper than ever. Listen, talk your shit, W Aura. But Uraha getting that edge back off of losing the left hand and seeing some real niggas fight. Oh, I was unbelievably tapped in. Everyone except me is prepared and in peak form. All the more reason to kill them now. Bro. Hey, chat. Are we dead ass, chat? Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? A mouth unsheathing white purity style that slashes the shit out of Hokuto into that final little spread. That's fucking nasty, bro. Hokuto, me too, man. Hokuto, me too. This shit has been so clean. It's crazy to think that Yura has been the least interesting one here, and I even find his sort of, like, interactions with this pretty funny. I think in order of how much I've been enjoying them, like, within this little, what did Hansel call it, a double date, right? Within this order, it is, I think it is, Natsuki's my favorite, Hokuto second, Uraha third, Yura fourth. Not in terms of overall characters necessarily, but just in terms of how much I'm fucking picking up what they're putting down, bro. This shit is so fucking clean, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Truly and honestly, this shit is so fucking cool. Like, it is this like cavalcade of glaze where everyone's just everyone's just dick riding the other person, and it all makes sense, and it's all sick, and it all like it makes them come off super fucking like everybody is like, even if you're not the one actively being hyped up in that moment, you're the one being slashed, right? You're the one being taken on the back foot, whatever, whatever. It's like everyone thinks so highly of the other person that you're just unable to call any. There's no ability to think, oh, damn, someone's falling behind, someone's not carrying their weight, right? You see Yura being like, yeah, I couldn't beat Uraha. He was too strong with a debuff. That's on me, right? You have like Uraha being like, yeah, Natsuki, if you're here, bro, we genuinely got this shit. We actually have it. That's me and you, big bro. That's us. We're locked, right? Fucking Kiri obviously had to go on. I would love to see Kiri in the mix, but I do feel like, and maybe this is chat. I want you to hold me accountable. Maybe this is a misogyny check. I feel like Kiri might get cooked. I'm glad she left because I do like Kiri. Maybe I'm being a little bit biased. Maybe I just haven't seen the insane amount of glaze yet. I feel like she might get cooked. I feel like if she stepped in the ring, she might get done dirty. So I'm glad she left, and we can maybe see some more gas and more feats from her, right? That was sick. Hokuto being like, yeah, I I killed Ibuki, right? And I also killed Kunishige. That's me. I'm the guy, and this here is my boss. He ordered me to do it. So, sword? and just immediately, oh my god, dude. Oh my god, Hokuzono. I wish I was in New York when you were at Anime NYC, because I think I needed you to sign some part of my body that I would never wash, gang. It really is that deep. It's time for a groupie lock in. Misogyny check hard and implied she should be able to keep up. Her leaving was circumstance, not lack of ability. Fairs. I'll take the misogyny check on that. I am definitely willing and interested and eager to be proven wrong for sure. Let's see. These motherfuckers are pushing 40. They are pushing 40, and that shit makes it even funnier that Natsuki's acting like this, bro. Nigga's saying his full legal government name as he's attacking someone. This nigga's 36, bro. Him and Dreams went to school at the same time. That's so wild. Yeah. I tweeted this, but being able to juggle these 4 characters in a focused fight where everyone is getting the spotlight is next level work. Student to Gege for sure. This nigga's got it, bro. He's got something that's kind of scary, if I can be honest. It's really, really, really cool. Yura, even Yura, like, and he's not one that seems to be super interested in like the sword play in this entire thing. Even Yura's just getting like just that kind of like background glaze where Ura's like, yeah, dude, he's like, he was able to just hold off Natsuki like it was nothing. This guy's fucking different. You're aura scaling BR. I am aura scaling. I am aura scaling for sure. I love doing it, bro. That's the best way to measure these motherfuckers. I'm actually just so in shock and awe. The location changes are fucking sick. Hokuzono, I think I love you. If I could be so bold. Everyone in that little circle being fucked up. They are young 30. I'm not saying that they're old. I'm just saying they're pushing 40. At least Natsuki is. He's 36. He's closer to 40 than 30 now, right? You're the only person a while ago who has no explicit swordsmanship skill or training, which is interesting. Yeah, Natsuki hasn't been touched. Fair enough, right? Maybe, that's my bad. I looked at the blood on him and assumed that was his. That's actually on me. That's the blood of his enemies, right? God, dude. Oh, holy shit. I need more. Hokuzono, I truly need more. Funny thought I had, right? I decided to, not his blood, that's hard, I'm hard, type shit lethality, exactly, right? This is a funny thought to me. It's really interesting and I don't say this is a knock, right? It really isn't. But it's really funny how, like, if you take an enchanted blade away from Chihiro, he's not a top 10 swordsman, bro. Like, that shit is so fucking funny to me. Like, every single one of these niggas we've just seen fight actually spanks Chihiro, which they're double his age, right? But it's so funny because
Mhm.
Chihiro's such a threat. He has so much aura. He's so sick, right? But it's funny how you could tell he's literally just started his swordsmanship journey. It really does. The bag gets deep because you got to think about it, right, chat? Uraha blitzed Hokuto. Hokuto's keeping up with Natsuki. Natsuki's keeping up with Yura and both of them. And then Samura made Uraha look like just a guy, like just a dude who picked up a sword for fun. And it's like, I understand why these niggas need the sword bearer. This fighting evenly shit with the goddamn enchanted blade user without the enchanted blade, and then a guy who wishes he got an enchanted blade several years ago. Huh. Yeah, bro. Go ahead and unlock the big bad now, because if Chihiro and Samura pull up before the sword master is out and about, how should I put this politely, bro? The manga's over. We won. Like, you can't let a motherfucker that has N10 or Tobimune enter the fight. It's actually up. It's actually up. Um, let's see. Yeah. Chill out now. My goat Chihiro's a year. He's waxing all these old heads. Or give him a year and he's waxing all these old heads. I mean, it's battle shonen, right? It's very possible. He learned like a super secret, like ultimate technique in a day, right? He definitely can, but like it's one of those things to where, for the time being, I do find it very funny. I do find it very, very funny. I think he's on the fringe top 10. That's fair. Top 10, I say that slightly blasphemously, but like none of the people that we just saw fight here, he's probably not better than Kiri. He's like, he's definitely not better than Samura. What is this? What is the guy's name with the like the explosion, or like the heat wave sorcery? Like, he's probably not better than Kuguri if I just had to guess. He's definitely not better than the Sword Saints. And he's probably not better than the other enchanted blade wielders just when it comes to using the sword. Um, yeah. Chihiro's got a Sharingan. He's got these old heads light work. I'll be real with you, bro. Every single one of these niggas is putting a sword to sword, no enchanted blade combat Chihiro on his fucking neck. Right now. Maybe later, I agree. But right now, yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, you sip that. What? What is this? Okay. Um, I don't. That couldn't be aimed at me, right? At least that didn't happen. Samura is actually insane. He made a full power her look weak. Yeah, he did. There's also Big Shiba and Azami for the top 10. Shiba don't know how to use no fucking sword, bro. If he knows how to use a sword, it's actually up for the entire cast. Dead ass. You better hope he can only box. You better hope the only thing that he's capable of doing is using these and this. You give him one of these, bro. You give him a Damascus steel. You give him a cold hard katana. Genuinely, bro. Hokuzono, we get it. The good guys win, right? Shiba won. It's over. Nah, we don't need that. Iori greater than Chihiro, you might be smoking crack. Maybe if we're going purely based exclusively on skill, but like Chihiro, I think wins in a sword fight against Iori 10 times out of 10 for sure. So is Shiba like the Higuruma of Kagurabachi? No, Shiba's closer to Gojo than he is to fucking like Higuruma, bro. I like Shiba. Anytime Shiba steps on the battlefield, the question is, damn, bro. So that person got off screened, right? Obviously, they're not going to survive this, right? Um, these, by the way, Yura had all of these motherfuckers that we're seeing here now, and was like, yeah, we have to get Shiba away from Kunishige for 10 seconds if we're gonna pull this off. Holy shit, dude, when Shiba pulls up, I'm gonna be so fucking gassed. Holy fuck. Shiba is Miwa upscale, of course. Obviously Miwa upscale. Um,
What's Shiva doing right now?
he's protecting other enchanted blade wielders to make sure they don't get like
Yeah.
assassinated and shit. Yeah. Um, fuck, dude. Yeah, dude. All of the it's kind of crazy. All of this is Shiba upscale because they were like, no, we don't want to scrap with him. We don't want smoke. at all. Need Shiba to impress because not gonna lie, I'm not moved. Demon, I don't say this with like the vindictive hatred that I would say it towards like a Megami hater. I say this embracing you as someone that I know is going to be moved in the future. I I'm excited at the thought of welcoming you into the fold. That's all I'll say. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. That's gonna be good. Kagurabachi chapter was an absolute fucking masterclass. 10 out of 10. I'd. I mean, dude, my stomach hurts. Hokuzono, fuck. What are you doing to me? Um, what are you doing to me? Um, yeah. Chiro and Shin are gonna pull up comically late. Pulling up just when the sword bearer comes out is gonna be a really funny, like, oh, whoops, my bad, guys. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. All of this is all this enchanted blade stuff is Hyuki upscale. That's also crazy as hell to think about. That like Hyuki's just a walking enchanted blade too. Obviously, there's levels to it, but I am very curious. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. We got even better chapters. Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna do a cutaway, but regardless, this was amazing. Chapter 92. Listen, it feels like every time I'm like, Hokazono, come on. Like, you're good, but JJK up to chapter 100 was fucking nasty. And then I read something like this and I'm like, okay, let me not count you out yet. Go. Let me put some respect on your name and I gotta take this seriously. You're taking it seriously, let me take it seriously. This was a great chapter. Um, Yeah, the Swordmaster being like, that's gonna be fucking crazy, bro. That's gonna be insane. But yeah, great chapter. I very much enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to. It's a break. It's on break. Oh, I think I'm gonna throw up, chat. I'm so sick, but that's fine. Wait. It doesn't say it's on break. I might have lied. Okay, new chapter coming in 7 days. Maybe that's on me. Maybe that's on me. Maybe that's on me. Maybe that's on me. Um, I lied to you, chat. Pump fake. Um, but yeah. Anyways, great chapter. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to what we get next week. Um, yeah. And then we have one more manga before Creams can be released from his mortal coil. And we got
Fine, man.
Blue
I'm
Lock.
chilling.
We got Blue Lock chapter 315. Um, I'll be the first to tell you, right? Blue Lock and Kagurabachi, they feel like two children that mean the world to me, right? And as a parent, you shouldn't pick your favorites. Kagurabachi, you were my favorite child today. You just like dunked it at like 4 years old. Blue Lock, I don't know. You like crossed up 7 grown men, right? It's like that's I'm impressed or whatever, but like whatever. Not whatever. This was a good chapter. Also, peace out, lethality. Have a good one. Blue Lock chapter 315 was cool. We had a really cool celebration from Bachira. I think he backflipped. I couldn't tell if he front flipped or backflipped, but regardless, we get a little bit of the insight into some of these characters' training, like Bachira and teaching, and what that was supposed to be. Fucking RU pulls out a simple domain, so that was cool. That's me will upscale. Um, and then Nico getting a fucking major buff, like yeah, I just lifted a shit ton of weights. All right, bro, my bad. Shit, you got it. Um, into some Rayo Bachira copycat work, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is looking a little crazy. This is looking a little crazy. I like it. I like that we're seeing, kind of slowly but surely the fruits of everyone's training in Blue Lock. It does continue to make me feel though that, like that the Nigeria team will be a bit of a jobber team for us to kind of just strut our stuff with, um, and like show how much we've grown. Whereas like the next game will be real difficult. I'd love to be wrong because that means more Blue Lock for me, but for the time being, that's just kind of how I'm feeling. Everybody's like showing off their new abilities. Not even really awakenings. These are just like shit we already had. Just kind of pulling out the back pocket. Um, but yeah. Nico is definitely a problem. Nico was in the Don guy. Yeah, fuck. everybody's moving different, man. I like it. I like it. Blue Look Chapter, I give it a solid like 8 out of 10. I don't have nearly as much to say, especially because it's been a little while since I read it right in the beginning of the week. But it was good. I like it. I always gonna appreciate a botcher goal, and I'm loving the love being spread around for the team here. So I'm locked. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff all around over here. Yeah, yeah. Nigeria team will get inspired by Blue Lock, rapidly improve, and pull off a second half comeback into drawing the game. You think so? I mean, you've stayed pretty consistent on them drawing the game. So yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Who was the Blue Locker that did that sniper training? Was it Sendo? Yeah, it was Sendo. Um, yeah, yeah. How much do we think Nico can bench? If we take that diagram to be meaningful, he's probably pressing 225, 3 reps. How old is Nico? Like 17? Yeah, he's like 225, 3 reps. Like that's his max, for sure, for sure, for sure. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Sendo Predator Eye, that will be funny as hell.
Fun
That
chapter.
that will be borrow downscale for sure. Huh. Sendo got Predator Eye? Oh shit, they letting anybody get this shit, bro. Yeah, I can't wait. If he does have that, that'll be funny. Nico's 15, 16. Nico's 15 gang? Jesus fucking Christ. Nigga is
You know,
ripped.
I will say I'm enjoying the structure um, of the match with Nigeria, just showing what they like, how the training loops back into their stuff on the field.
Mm.
Um, I I'm really fucking curious what they had Borrow do.
I mean, play
Like
football.
play
American
football, like
football.
American, yeah, yeah, yeah. But like I'm curious if it was just purely physical,
Mm.
or if it like revolved around like passing. Like I'm curious like what the main core of it was.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if a lot of it was like physicality, and I think someone mentioned like a sort of a tackle and chop dribble. Maybe. I think it'd
Yeah,
be interesting if like I think it would be a fascinating twist, or not even twist necessarily, but interpretation to have him learn from like a quarterback in terms of like directing an entire team, kind of
yeah,
taking
like
on a little
that
bit of a
stuff
kingly
too.
role.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
because
We'll see.
like
We'll see.
yeah, because Nico's just like, yo, your brain's great, just work on your body, right? Like
Mm.
Borrow's not an idiot, you
Mm-hmm.
know, hurt to say a little bit, but and he's not a pushover in the physical department. So I am curious, like, because if it's about getting a physical boost, right? It's like give him the same shit as Nico, right? Like, so I am curious, like, where the American football of it specifically comes into play.
Mm.
Because as far as I remember, Barrow isn't also losing a lot of one-on-ones either. So like,
Not necessarily, no.
yeah,
Let me see Chigiri flash that for the one time. um, but yeah, nah, this
let
will
me
be
see those
interesting.
tachyons, bro. I gotta see
Yeah,
him time travel.
yeah. Yeah. Rayo just kind of casually pulling out. He's like, "Yeah, I've added botchery to my bag." Kind of scary stuff. Kind of scary stuff. I'm curious to see how
Mm-hmm.
successful the entire team copy has been for him. Um, but yeah, good stuff.
Who
Good
do you
stuff. Hmm.
who do you think would be the toughest Blue Lock character to copy if you're Rayo?
The toughest blue look character to copy. Botcher would certainly be up there. Uh,
I would say anybody that is the most physically different from him. So like,
sure, like are you? I guess. Um,
yeah, like can't
but I,
really copy the height, you
but
know.
I don't really think. I honestly don't think Rayo should have much trouble copying most characters. Like someone says he's soggy because of the mindset, but if we're just talking about like the only reason you could argue it'd be tough to copy Soggy is maybe because it's like and I assume we're talking on Blue Lock, right? But the only reason it'd be
Mm,
tough to copy Soggy is just because he's likely not to remain the same person that you copied for very long.
mm.
It's sort of like a yeah, you copied me, but that's an old model, right? I upgraded. But in terms of just like copying it, Misagi should be relatively easy. Rin might be
Mm.
tough. Rin has like a lot of like really good combination of
Yeah,
abilities and stuff
but
like that.
wouldn't you say like Rin would be hard to copy for the same reason like copy Sai, copy Noel Noah, right? Like so there is like kind of an implicit barrier there, right? That he can't really like
No,
copy past a certain point.
I mean, Ego just told him to copy the entire team, bro. And Rayo has copied Sai before. Um, so it's like it's not that I don't think he can. It's just like if we're talking about like level of difficulty, um, Yeah. Plus Ray
Mm.
Kapitai, the more talented and worthwhile Toshi brother. That's fair. That's
I
the
would.
thing. I don't necessarily think that it's like I don't think that it's a matter of he won't be able to copy any of them. It's just if we're ranking them based off difficulty, that's probably one of
Like
the harder
I would.
ones.
I would put Loki or Chigiri as the hardest.
I mean, sure, I guess, but it's not about for that. It's not difficulty. He can't do it, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Like
I
I
guess
mean,
I just interpreted your question differently. It's
like
sort of like,
the
yeah, he can't.
form or whatever. Like he can copy that. Like he could copy
Yeah,
like
if
the
your
move.
question
Yeah.
is, yeah, there are characters he can't copy. Yeah, like there are characters that are, like I said, Ryu was like the first person I named because he's tall, right? But if you're
Okay.
asking me about difficulty but achievability, then he can't. Loki and
Oh.
Shigiri don't apply.
Okay. Then like Rin would probably be the hardest, or maybe Shido.
Maybe Shido. Shido could be tough because of like mentality and acrobat. Kaiser would be tough. Kaiser, he would have to try to like replicate something like that.
Yeah. Fuck. Do you
So
think he'd be able to do Nagi well?
he has, bro. That's the person he's watched the most. He can probably copy
Yeah.
Nagi better than he can copy anyone else.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't imagine it's like easy.
I mean, he's done
You
it
know.
several times. That's just why I say he's literally said like you're the one I've watched the most. You know what I mean? I imagine that like
Right.
above anyone else, he knows how to copy Nagi.
Because my whole thing is like, okay, Nagi's just like he's a difficult guy to stat wise. He's a difficult guy. So I'm thinking like, okay, mindset wise, Rayo has it, Nagi doesn't. So somebody like Rin, somebody like Sai would probably not be too much of a step up. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Kaiser Impact is the effect of a talented learner training a weapon to an absolute, not a genius weapon that can be replicated.
um, yeah. I mean, I
That
don't think that the Impact could be replicated one for one. It would be some like lower amalgamation because it's kind of just
I mean, that's
stated
what
as like a.
Isagi did. Yeah, like he just kind of made the direct shot off that, right?
I mean, Isagi's had the direct shot since like the beginning of the series, bro. Um,
What
Isagi's
am I
had the
thinking
direct
of?
shot since like the first time he scored a goal.
What did Isagi copy? Oh,
Metavision?
it's fucking Kunigame's thing. That's on me.
Oh, the lefty shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
That's what I was thinking.
bro. Hey, bro.
Yeah,
Chill on
Jesus
creams, bro. He
Christ.
don't like blue luck. Um,
All right, bro. What is
let's
creams on? But I just got my fucking wires crossed. Goddamn.
Isagi got 40% lefty shot in a month. No, Isagi got like 40% lefty shot in like a week, bro. Um, that's why it was 40%. I imagine that he can probably shoot lefty maybe like 60, maybe 60, 70% um, um, accuracy over the course of the 2 months if that's been something that he's been working on. Um, Creams thinks manga's too childish for him. He'd rather talk about wrestling.
I didn't
Fuck.
say a fucking word. Goddamn.
Um, Isagi has never scored a non-direct. Even the two volley and lefty are follow-ups to a direct. Yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting. Do we think Ryo's copying ambidexterity from Kunigami? I really don't see why he wouldn't be able to. If Isagi's able to get it to 40% with like his, let's call a spade, pretty relatively ass stats, Ryo's probably like, yeah, I got that. That's fine. Um, but yeah, no, I think this is cool. I think this is going to be a really good opportunity to see, excuse me, what the limits of this are. Um, Crazy to think Nico was in the gym for only 2 weeks. Um, do we not think
It
he was
said
like?
44 days. Right?
Yeah, but I think that the point that Sleeping Danger is bringing up is that like Ego only gave them their assignments for like the last 2 weeks. I think, but I'm not sure. I imagine that for Nico, you could have just had him doing that the entire time. Isagi current sets aren't actually ass anymore though. They're not ass. It's just I'm always speaking relatively, right? Like Rayo victim, Rin victim, Kaiser victim, you know what I mean? Borrow victim physically, like Shido victim. Like he's just it's not that he's bad. It's just that like I think Isagi's never going to be the fastest or even like higher on the pack, right? Faster. Um, oh yeah, he did. Isagi did score a direct back heel. You're right. You're right. He's above average, sure. Um, yeah, like I guess Nico before had way more ass stats than Isagi if you wanted to go down that route. Um, but yeah, 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 yeah. good chapter, good chapter. Looking forward to the next one coming pretty soon. So, good stuff there, chat room. Let's see. By the time Uber happens, Isagi no longer has S stats. That's fair. Yeah. Okay. Cool. W chapter. Who do you think scores next for Nippon? Yo, Sleeping Danger. Yo, bro. You've lost the plot, gang. You've lost the plot. You've truly and honestly lost the fucking plot. Hold on, let me see some. Ooh. Interesting. I was hacked, you have to understand. Okay. From an outside perspective, Isagi seems like he'll be a Gojo compared to the Yutas. In certain aspects, he'll be worse, but in others, he'll blow them away. That's interesting glaze. I like that. I like that glaze. You don't need to add a new manga to the rotation, please. Since we made it to the 1 year mark, how about we add Ichi the Witch to the docket? I personally am not mad at it. Let me set a reminder, because I say this all the time, and I really do mean it when I say it. When I always say, like, oh yeah, I don't mind. I want to read Ichi the Witch. I just forget to read Ichi the Witch, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me Ichi.
I mean, we should update.
Witch.
We should like.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. We have the poll. Yeah. But they're talking about for a regular rotation. Let's see.
Yeah.
Ichi the Witch. Read chapters. It'll probably take me a few weeks to catch up though, because I don't want to rush. But let's see. Let me. All right. Yeah. Cool. I'll set a reminder, chat. I'll probably remember this time. And Hunter x Hunter will be back soon-ish, so that'll be interesting. We'll have some stuff to talk about, chat room. We'll have some stuff to talk about. And JoJo's for a book club.
Okay, man.
What's up, bro?
Just the suggestion.
Gotcha. The new Gege manga. It is self-apparent that I'll be talking about that at the bare minimum. But yes, I have heard about that.
I'm gonna read it.
It is self-apparent. What? I didn't say in your words.
You gave me a look.
Word. I didn't say a word.
You gave me a look.
What's up? A word. I'm chilling, bro. Yeah, no. If it were not self-apparent, I'm locked. I will be tapped in. I will be reading. I will be there, alongside my beautiful slutty co-host.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I got mad earlier, bro.
No, it's okay. You're forgiven.
You just you know what manga does to me. But
yeah. So
what's it? Why isn't it on Shonen Jump's website? What the fuck?
Because it's not out yet.
No, they usually like drop like a little coming soon thing. No.
Slutty? I'm just parroting what I've heard, guys. I'm just parroting what I heard. Someone in chat said it. I'm just parroting what I heard. Slutty? Yup. Hey, you heard it here first, bro.
Thanks. Man.
Yeah. 2 yeahs is crazy.
Bro, am I laced? It's not even on Gege's wiki. What the fuck is it called?
I don't know yet, but it's not out yet. Why would it be added to his wiki? He hasn't made it.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Me Majuro sounds.
Cream's getting into manga for the first time by reading Majuro. The JJK fan reading his second manga. Type shit. Taishi. Damn, nigga, everybody's agreeing that what you're wearing is slutty, bro. That's kind of crazy.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, man. You were told.
Gege
coming back. I'm the one who started it in their hearts and minds, bro. Creams isn't even gonna read it; he'll skim it. Yeah, but that's the best he can do, guys. Don't be rude.
No, it's just an old shirt.
Did you stretch out the neck on purpose? Yeah, he stretched it out on purpose, bro. You know, chat. Let me be honest with you guys for a second. Creams has been feeling a
Maybe get a
little
Coke.
strong. He's been feeling a little
Oh my
strong because he's been working
God.
out, and I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get wanting to show off the fruits of your labor, right? Cream's a dirty gal. Yeah, you're wild, Dane. I know you don't have the credentials for that one, bro. Yeah,
He's a Dane.
Creams
Limited
on
on
camera,
gang.
right? He was you looking huge, Creams. What I tell you, bro. What I tell you, bro. What I tell you, bro. They locked in.
Bro, they just saying anything.
They locked in, bro. Make it a tank top next time, Creams. Yeah, he slapped your ass on the way out as he said that, by the way. That's just the energy of the chat. I'm just reading the energy of the chat.
I'm just reading the energy of the chat.
Creams thinks he's strong. Oh fuck, dude. Hey Creams, drop and give us 5. Let's see those strokes.
Yo, leave me alone.
Cream's looking like a real goon in the shoulders. Okay. You almost fill up the whole camera. Hey, bro. They saying the shoulders look a little bulky. They saying you, damn, bro. Take off the glasses. Take off. Oh, they saying they're tired of seeing Clark Kent. They want to see Superman, bro. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a what? Come on, lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
Dude, okay,
Could you
let's talk about
count down backwards from 10, sir? Hey, that's a loving request from a chatter, bro. Can you go ahead? Log in.
a loving request from a chatter. Don't you use chatter as a slur, bro? Aren't you that guy?
I can, yeah.
I don't think it gives you the. I don't think you can say any slur.
I didn't say I could. I said I can say that.
There's an implication.
No, you inferred incorrectly. Why did you even move to Twitch if you're gonna wear a shirt still, Creams? Hey, bro.
What the
Take
fuck,
it
man?
off. Take it off. Hey, bro. Hey. Can you spill something on your shirt real quick, bro? I'm trying to see something.
No, bro. You load.
Can you touch your elbows together, Creams?
What am I doing? Why did I actually fall for that? I couldn't fucking visualize doing that for like a second. I had to like actually fucking do it.
Get naked now, turtleneck or birthday suit gang. I'm gonna make Creams give me a back scratch with his goatee, dribble a little for us. Damn, bro! I told you, I told you that. I told you if you came on with that slutty little shirt, bro, you were gonna get harassed. I told you that would happen. Creams, there's something on the floor next to your bed. Yeah, can you go over there and bend over, bro? Asking for a friend. Can I get a 360? Creams, give us an Ahigo face just this once.
What's our next topic, bro?
It's basically how much for you to do tricks on it.
They can't send donos yet.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll transfer it over. Don't worry, bro. I'll send a PayPal link in there for you. Just for you, bro.
You want to show them the poll?
Sure, I'll get it to you in a second. Give us a quick flex, Creams. Creams got ass. Plenty. Creams, can you bounce on it? Creams got a whole bakery back there. Creams, can you bust it down sexual style? What are we thinking here, bro? Can you?
I'm gonna steal the first of all, he said bakery, which is disgusting. Second of all, I'm gonna take the bakery thing, bro.
You agree with it?
Oh. Also, yeah, fella got a pair build. Bro, don't make me ban you, bro.
Hourglass type shit. Not built like this or this. I'm talking about this. Yeah, bro. Locked in. All right, let me switch over, chat. We ran a book club poll because we remembered we can do that. And we locked in.
Remember.
Yeah. And this is what won, chat.
And
this is what won. We had
by a fucking wide margin.
I called it, bro. I knew the summer. It's not that big of a blowout, bro. It's like, you know, I knew that the summer Hikaru died would win over Banana Fish.
I will say the other three are a bit more even than these polls usually are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's like always a clear last place.
Yeah.
This is respectable.
Yeah. I'm excited. I've been hearing really good things about the summer Hikaru died. As you can see, I had to weigh in myself a little bit. But yeah. I am locked in. I don't know whether or not we should start, or fuck what this guy's doing. I don't know whether or not I'm going to watch the anime or not. But it depends. I'll see.
Is the anime like better than the manga? Is it like a free run thing or?
Nigga, what do I know? I haven't seen either.
Oh, I thought it got on your radar because of a clip or something.
I mean, sure, but it's not like a battle shonen. I wouldn't be able to tell you if it's better than that off of like a clip. Like I would.
Creams, this manga is about you.
Oh, it's a BL. Got you. Boa Hancock build.
All right,
Bless
bro.
you. Creams, please give us a slice
Thanks.
of that cake. Creams got
No,
toes,
thank
and
you.
he will show them. Our personal
What the
Batty
fuck?
boy. That's crazy. I'm flying Creams out to Backshot City on God.
Who said that? I gotta tell your mom. Who said that?
Dane.
Dane, buddy. Loving relationship. Lock it in, man.
He'd like to add you
Don't get
to it.
lost in
He'd like to add you to it, bro. Backshot City.
I don't swing that way, gang, but
Yes, you do.
no. Oh, I don't. You're just lying, bro. Jesus.
He doesn't swing that way, chat. Apparently, like
Okay.
newsflash,
All right.
newsflash,
Okay,
newsflash.
man.
He's putting the
All
rainbow flag
right.
up, chat. My bad, bro. And let me guess, you're a guy now too? Fuck, dude. Jesus.
Fucking hell. What happened, bro? What's
Hold on.
what's going on here?
Can you pull your own hair? Creams can clap with no hands. Creams, drop your pants now. I know Creams got that
Y'all are
turbulence on him.
disgusting. Fuck.
The anime is really good, type shit.
S tier sexual harassers, by the way.
I'd like to introduce Creams to my mother. Bro, listen, man. I remember you were saying BR. Boctor. I'm feeling really insecure about myself, and until you notice something, nobody in the world is gonna notice something. They notice, bro. When you walk up to go take a piss, bro, they're seeing it wobble, bro. That's just what I've heard.
Wobble, gang.
That's just what I've heard.
Wobble.
That's just what I've heard. I'm just telling you what I've heard, right?
Bro, what if your dad heard what you just said, bro? Like, wobble.
Bro, what if your mom saw what you were wearing outside the stream, bro? We'd both be in trouble. We'd both have problems. That's all I'll say. Like jelly in the fridge? Oh, fuck, bro. They calling your shit gelatinous, gang.
Ugh. Yuck. Ew.
Oh, fuck.
Ew. I'm gonna fucking gelatinous.
Yeah, chat.
Yeah,
As he's getting up, you just hear. Just as he gets up and walks off.
Don't encourage them.
I definitely will. Cream's OnlyFan when? He already has one, I think. I hear it shaking. 2 big ass water balloons. That's crazy.
Y'all are actually disgusting.
Me and Dave taking turns in your shit, buddy.
Yo.
Taking turns in your shit. It's fucking crazy, bro. It's fucking wild, bro. They throwing a block party in there. Oh, fuck. Sailors
don't
at sailors at sea for years look at the undulating motion of the waves and get reminded of asses like Creams.
Okay, man.
I know you got the cottage cheese, Creams. Just do a little shake. A little shake?
Y'all are actually vile.
Johnny, this one is nuts. If he didn't want us to make comments, he wouldn't dress like that, is all we're saying. That's Cream's logic. We high five.
That's literally Johnny logic, bro. He's the one that said it.
We high fiving in that little shit. Nah, that's crazy, bro. Creams turn around, it's clobbering time. Still fucking sends me, dude. That actually still has me on the verge of tears at the thought.
Yeah, clobbering time was fucking. That was nuts, man. Man, Thursday was fucking funny as hell.
Somebody said bow, 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 bow. That's that booty meat.
「
That's that booty meat.
I'm gonna refill my water, and then we'll do the media rewind. You want to
Sure,
start? One, like,
sure.
you want to go first?
Sure, that's cool. Let's see. Now I'm conflicted as a Kreese hater. I'm appalled, but he doesn't seem to like it, so fuck it. God, dude. Yeah, that's crazy, Chad. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that from you guys. I do appreciate that from you guys. Feels like a little bit of poetic justice coming back to get him. That's good. Y'all think it gives off a scent? Wow. That's crazy. Actually threw me off a little bit. That is wild. Whoa. No, antimatter. That's a step too far. Retract your statement. Retract your statement, or someone retracted for him. We know with that. The whole chat cracking creams. The whole chat, bro. Y'all having a meeting? Misery and racism. The scent is misery and racism, bro? How Cream's got a BBL, no surgery. A parade down Cream's Ave. Creamsy blue? Yeah, I'm glad I have to use the bathroom so he can be stuck with you guys for a little bit. That's gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny. Yeah, try a little media rewind coming up soon to a theater near you. Let me get the, hold on. Media, let me write this down. Rewind, just so I know to mark the time for when it starts. Creams fuck a fan contest when? Chad, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know y'all were this ravenous. I'm sure it means a lot to him. I'm sure it means a lot to it. Truly and honestly. Yeah. Me neither. Let me go to bed before I lose the plot. Yeah, go study with your friend, bro. We gonna call it reparations, bro. One stroke for each of our ancestors. A stroke per, bro? Cream's got the anatomical... Oh, I'm reading that one before I go use the bathroom. Yes. I'm reading that one before I go use the bathroom. For sure. 100%. Million percent even, dare I say. Yeah. Actually, wait, BR, you lucky I wasn't there when y'all was showing edits. I'm not gonna lie, Sleeping Angel, you're getting absolutely fucking fried, bro. You can't hang. It's nice that you think you can, you're just not. There's levels to this, and you're not on mine. That's fucking crazy. I'd like to think the bigotry was a turnoff, not gonna lie. I guess it's not for some of these guys. What? Truly, this is a genuine question. What can you do? What can you do? Chad, do you think he's gonna come back with a changed shirt? That'd be really funny. Maybe even a little sad that we made him change his wardrobe, but that'd be kind of funny. You can't even fry a McDonald's order correctly. You can't fry BR. You know, I like you more and more every chat you send, Cream Slander account. He better not come back with the Batman suit. The little button up. For sure. We're giving Creams a taste of the way he treats BR on women. And that's so far why I haven't stepped in to defend his honor, right? I think if he didn't act like a stereotypical sex pest towards me and all the women of New York, I would generally be like, halt! I don't think this is right or fair. But considering the fact that, like, I mean, you know, you've been there, chat. Yeah, me too, Mosaic, me too. I do remember, bro. So I kind of gotta let him. I gotta let him take his licks. You know what I mean? And you know, He's a big boy. He can handle it, I think. Um, yeah. Oh. How many things have I read or gotten into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn, I thought it was gonna be like 6 to 7. 6, 7. Sex pest to woman. I thought he was gay. Yeah, he's just a sex pest to woman for the love of the game. It's actually it actually has nothing to do with like desire. He just likes making women's days harder as a misogynist. That's what he wants. BR, when is the next 100 days marathon goat? I don't know. That shit kind of took everything I had and more. I'd have to be in a little bit different. I'd have to be in a little bit different of a headspace. Um, but I'll probably be getting really locked in for like October to now. I wanted to take a break in January. If I just upload a lot from October to December, but JJK is going to be out. So probably from like October to whenever JJK Part 1 ends is when I'm going to have to be super duper mega locked. Um, just work wise. I don't know if that'll be 100 days, but I do have to be tapped in. We got Part 1 Kakashi versus Upper Moon script. How do you think he's performing? Let's see. Lightning timer, cut the lightning bolt in half. Maybe you think he's like. Maybe you think he's faster than Sasuke with the Sharingan Naruto. They react to Haku. Haku can move through things at speed of light. Maybe if you're going that route, you give it like Kakashi light speed type shit. AP wise, what is Naruto character AP? I don't know his strength. I don't know his strength. So that makes it kind of tough.
Damn, dude! Holy shit! It's
yeah.
beautiful. You stepped up, man. I like it.
Yeah. Thanks. I was wondering.
What? I'm serious.
No, I was wondering. I was wondering what the fuck you were talking about because I haven't shown it to stream yet, but I was just because
Oh.
I'm still streaming it to you. That's what I thought. So
Oh,
I
okay,
need
yeah.
to take a tinkle, right? Maybe you could go through everything that chat has said.
No problem.
Yeah. I'll be right back, bro. And thanks for not changing that shirt. I'm glad that's a sign that you wanted to keep going.
Okay, man. Let's see. We can start showing edits at the end of stream. Can we? Excuse me. We ending the cycle of Cream's hate with this one? What the fuck did he show you guys? I'm putting Buddy through the ringer. Ew. He better not come back with the Batman suit. I don't have one, dude. We're giving Creams a taste of the way he treats BR and women. Don't add and women. I've never treated any women like that. It's the same idea as fucking a cop, fuck the police type shit. What the fuck is that comparison? Better not be about me. What the fuck? I still remember that take off that tight little jacket comment. Water under the bridge, guys. Smooth sailing. Jesus, my camera's too high. Holy fuck. I look like a bobblehead. Okay, man. Alright. Okay. VR, when is the next 100 days marathon go? Crazy fucking glaze. You're a grown man. When is that Sharingan Metavision vid dropping? These are all VR questions, which makes sense. What do you want me to respond to? You guys are just being aggro. I need some Naruto versus One Piece content from VR that'll require him to read One Piece, which he just won't do. So, Kashi has a Genjutsu though. All right. Yeah, I'll pass it on. All right. Themes: the greater the mass, the greater attraction. Shout out Yuki. Yuki Shooter or Yuki Shooter? Creams versus Bonnie Blue. Who will win? Dude. Imagine your grandma saw that. What are we doing here? Creams, when's your 2-day marathon go? I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't even be opposed to it. It'd be something fun to do, especially if there's like a big game I'm trying to do. Like if y'all are tapped in for the Sekiro streams on Thursdays, which I'd once again like to reiterate. She was just I don't know what happened during that boss fight. I couldn't explain it. But you know, um, it's a fun idea and concept. I don't know. Previous Persona 6 2-day marathon trust. I'm gonna tell you a little story. So Troop is the biggest Hollow Knight fan in the world. I think by far. When he's there watching that guy on YouTube do his Silk Song updates. He's had notifications on. He's had it wishlisted for 6-7 years. Like since that game dropped, he's been waiting for Silk Song. Right? It gets announced. Right? The first call he made after he like made sure it wasn't a hoax was to his fucking boss, and he told his boss, "Hey, I'm not coming in for that week." He took a fucking week off work the second the trailer dropped. Like it's actually insane. Like I'm not talking to him. I could the block could be on fire. I couldn't get in touch with him. Like that's how deep it is for him. Persona 6 comes out, there might not be a podcast for a month. So many responsibilities would get neglected. I might get like fired. Like I'd be using vacation days I don't have when Persona 6 drops. Like knock wood, but like there are some games where this shit is just it's actually not a fucking game. That's a way of life. Like personal hygiene, accountability, sleep, all of that right out the window.
Why is your personal hygiene going out the window?
Just games taking work off for like no lifing, basically. I was telling them about Troop and Silk Song.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying that game for me would probably be Persona 6.
Gotcha. Okay.
I saw that Persona 4 is getting a remake.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's. I don't think anything got announced. Hold on. What's it called? Persona 4 Revival. Yeah. Yeah, no release date announced. It just sort of exists. So there's like a teaser trailer on Steam, and the page is there. So they'll confirm that it exists, but they won't. They haven't shared anything else. You excited for that? I know you played the original 4.
No, I'm just gonna play original 4 and finish it when I get the chance. I don't really care about the
Oh,
remake.
you only got halfway through, or?
I don't even know I got halfway through. I only put like 40, 50 hours in there. So probably not even
Damn,
halfway.
I'm surprised. Holy shit, that's a while.
Yeah. Yeah, no. But
I don't know. You ducked Persona 3 Reload. It was the fucking castle. I'll be honest. Thing is, Persona 6 is going to build on Persona 5. Not like literally, but just like the lessons, right? The best part about Persona 5 that I've noticed the other Persona games don't have is like a theme, like stylistically, right? Persona 5 plays into its like thief theme so strongly that it informs the rest of the game and makes it more lively to be in. Persona 3 is great, but it's a gameplay feels like you're in a Unity demo. Like it is what it is. So like playing through it just felt like a fucking slog, and that's kind of my main thing. I think that's why I'm more inclined to like.
Then.
It's like one specific. It's like it is a very specific like point of contention for me because the rest of it is just a good Persona game, right? Your social links, the other activities you do, the mechanics of the fight. Like, there's nothing wrong with the rest of the game, but it does feel like more limited, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of the difference between like a fucking, going from black and white to color on TV.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you have a game like that? I know you've gone back and forth on it a lot, but this version of you.
That would do what? Make me abandon all.
No life. Yeah.
Not right now. I mean, I'm sure that like I don't really have the impulse to get into it like that. Honestly, I'd be more prone to get back into like no lifing manga than I would right now to like no life a game.
Just a different wave, I guess.
I guess. It's just that's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. But I don't really have that I don't think I really have that impulse one way or the other. Um, but yeah. Yeah. A
Mm,
solo Miwa
yeah.
game would make BR go off the grid forever. Okay, maybe with the exception of a solo Miwa game for sure. Um, a
So even
dying,
like
a dying.
Sekiro 2 gets announced.
That's not making me no life it. I'll play the game and I'll have fun. No life a game.
Mm.
Like I know I haven't even done it extremely like the way, gamers derogatory have, right? But like I've played a game where like the only time I stopped playing was to piss and drink water. And
Mhm.
Sekiro's not getting that out of me. Um,
What was the game?
I mean, granted, it was the only two games that I not the only two games I did that with. The most recent games I've ever done that with was when I was like I might have been 16 or 17. I got Skyrim and I got Red Dead Redemption 2, and I did that with both of those games. Um, Red
Oh,
Dead 2, it wasn't even the campaign, it was just playing online with one of my friends, Julian. And then Skyrim was just like, that was the first time I'd ever played an Elder Scrolls game, and so like the
mm,
magic was truly effective on me, bro. Um,
I see.
yeah.
Yeah, I completely missed the boat on Skyrim. I feel so annoyed about that, by the way, because like now the way Skyrim players talk about Skyrim is like the way cavemen would talk about fire.
Mm.
It's like, I mean, like if you have a working stove, the shit's not going to seem impressive. But back in the day, this was something. This was something special, dude.
I mean, I'm torn on it for you as to whether or not you like it. Because on one hand, you're like a simpleton, and I think that it
Yikes.
would really lock in for you. But on the other hand, you're like very particular and like, um, I'm really trying to think of a nicer word, bro. I don't want to hit you with two insults back to back, so I'm just gonna leave it at particular.
Thanks,
I
man.
won't use the other word. And so I could see
Jesus.
Skyrim being annoying. I was just gonna say whiny, right? So I could see
Oh,
Skyrim's
okay.
jank being like annoying to you. So it's kind of like it depends on if your simple nature wins out over your drama queen
Laziness.
sort of like aspect. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. I've never no lifed a game that long. Holy shit! You never no lifed a game for like 24-hour period.
Yeah,
That
that
doesn't even.
seems like a lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'll be real, Hansel. Then I just don't think you've ever no lifed a game. Because like I wouldn't
Wait,
consider
Hansel.
I wouldn't consider what I've done no lifing it, right? I was like absorbed into two games for an entire day stretch, but I kind of just went back to normal after that. Um, I thought you meant
That's
like a full
insane,
100-hour
Hansel.
Skyrim game. Okay, no. I've never even finished Skyrim. Right, I'm fake gamer and proud. Right, I do wear deodorant. It's just it's a matter of like, I got the game, I turned on my PS4, and it didn't shut off, nor my brain shut off until the next sunrise. Um, yeah. I think Skyrim is awful,
That's
but
so
assuming he could
interesting.
figure out where to go within the first 2 hours, he might like it since he has no taste.
See, that's just like you're still fundamentally like okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. The way I've heard people talk about Skyrim is like, oh yeah, without a mod, it's unplayable or some shit. Like I think that's how Troop described it.
Yeah,
It's like
for
one of the
like for
most
humans for
important games ever
sure,
made. Yeah.
for sure. But I don't know. I don't. It depends on how that would be for you. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I don't. I can't.
I don't
I don't.
know.
I don't see myself. I don't see the. There's a lot of other things I'd like to know life, like not even just necessarily media, but just like things to do before I know life a game. At this current point in my
Sure.
life,
What's like what would you say is the most no lifeable thing? If you had to, like it's in the vault, but like it's kind of like a goblin mask situation.
we're just talking about games still. Um,
No, anything.
I'll contain it to media just for simplicity's sake, I guess. I'd probably like it would be a manga binge, but it would probably be me rereading Ippo and Haikyuu and Blue Lock in sequence to compare them more accurately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it would be something new.
Um, I mean maybe, but that would probably take me like a month to get through of like kind of reading like a degenerate um at the
Mm.
way I'd like to. So yeah. Demon Souls set the tone of a generation. That's an influential game. Oh
Mm.
fuck! I don't even know why I'm doing that. I have no idea what the fuck Hansel's talking about. I'm just being a dickhead. All right, let's see.
Mm.
Okay.
All right,
Yep.
cool.
Yep. Um,
So if it did have to be like a movie or
how do you know
not
life
like
a
a movie,
movie?
but like
Yeah.
yeah, like a book series or a fucking like anything new, right? Like would it be like
I don't
I
really
don't know,
know.
like
There's not very many. Like the thing is for me, I tend to read pretty fast. It's why I reread series so much because
mm,
I think I get the most out of reread something just because I can do it a little bit more quickly. But there's not very many series that are long that would require me to know life it to read it. Right, the only long manga I can think of off rip that's even remotely relevant to me would be like One Piece, and I have no inclination to know life One Piece. That shit will be getting read very healthily. You know what I mean? That should be
mm,
getting read at a steady pace. Um,
mm,
in terms of manga too, it's like there are some shit I'd get into, but what is what is 500 plus chapters? 500 chapters is like the threshold to get me to be like, oh, I might grow in some like neck beard shit and forget to shave. It's like nothing. It's not a lot of the
mm,
stuff that I'm interested in are really that long. Um,
mm,
yeah. Let's
gotcha.
see. Yeah, and I just
So like
don't.
you're not like dusting off Detective Conan just for the sake of it or something
Fuck
like that.
no. Um,
Okay.
yeah, no. I mean, there's always stuff to watch and always stuff to read, right? It's just like it just doesn't necessarily require that level of like of
Commitment. Like you're not no
reckless
lifing for any
abandon.
old thing. I get you.
Yeah. Um.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. All right.
Yeah. I damn
Um.
near had to force myself to read 5 chapters of One Piece at times. Motherfucker's eating his vegetables. Thanks, Oda. Like, you're funny as hell, bro.
Who's making
Um.
me do this?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-mm.
I was watching One Piece at gunpoint. Fuck, bro. You're allowed to not watch it.
Nah, bro. I get it, man. I get it. I get it. But yeah.
Uh, I don't know. Like for me, I could only imagine no lifing like a game because anything else is more manageable, right? 'Cause, okay, I have work 8 hours a day, right? So like I basically like know I'm going to be in one spot for an extended period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, a TV show is easy to know life more or
Mm-hmm.
less because I just sort of the time to allocate for it is kind of implicit.
Mm-hmm.
Same with like music or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which you could technically know life music if you do like a discography, multiple albums, whole fucking thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, can't know life a movie. It's just you can know life a movie franchise, but there's not a lot to go around.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like a game is just like the biggest no lifing thing.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Maybe no, a book is a runner up. A book series is probably like second place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Proper book.
Mm-hmm. It's much harder
All
to know
right.
life music since you can do other things. Yep. Um. All right. I'm gonna start
All right.
chewing this gum. I'm gonna be the one talking. Hold on. Let's see.
Let's get it twisted.
Um. Yeah. All right, chat. We're gonna get into mine first. Getting into the stuff I
Mm-hmm.
consumed this past month. Some.
This is everything, by the way,
This is
or is
everything.
there?
Nope.
Okay.
This is it. This is it. Yeah. So watched a few movies, read a few comics, played a game, and read some manga. You know me, chat. An original. There's no music. I didn't listen to shit. It was pure silence up here, chat.
Wow. No music.
No new music, at least. I'm just listening to old shit. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So
Okay. Okay.
I'm just fucking with you. I was not raw dogging the month entirely. That I feel
Okay.
like I want to try that though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do feel like I'd reach a higher plane of existence just moving through the world purely on like internal mentals. Um, Let me write this down real
If you
quick.
remove TikTok edits, as like music, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it does require a level of enlightenment. Y'all ever raw dog a flight? And no, I don't want to. That sounds horrific
No,
and genuinely
never.
abysmal. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Read a few things. Let's see. Starting with, I'll just start from the right. A movie I watched relatively recently was Naked Gun. Let me move us real quick,
Didn't
and I'll
this
move
get
this way.
like rave reviews? Am I tripping?
Maybe the old Naked Gun is like hailed. I think it's one of the best comedies of all time. But the 2025 remake was pretty funny. It was all right. It was pretty decent. It's like a 90, maybe even like 80-minute movie. Um, it's just a comedy, kind of like a I don't want to say satire, a parody of like the buddy cop detective kind of like film.
Mm.
And it's pretty cool. I think that it's something that might be funnier if you know more about the genre specifically and you're a lot more tapped into
Uh,
that like that sort of like the culture of that kind of movie. Um, yeah, I did I give it a 5 out of 10 just because I wasn't really moved one way or the other, but it was a fine experience. Like I got it got a few like out loud laughs out of me, and a decent stream of chuckles. It's not the funniest movie I've ever watched in my life. I'll be honest with you,
mm,
hence the 5 out of 10. But it was a pretty fun experience. My brother invited me the only way I go to watch movies,
mm.
and it was solid. I'm glad he did. It was a good little watch. Um, Oops, did not mean to move that. Meant to move us. Let me lock that one down. Okay.
Mm.
Let's see. After that, another thing that was all right. I don't really have too much to say on it, just because it was pretty whatever. It's a one shot I read. I think it's on Manga Plus called Sweet Little Mermaid. It's like kind of a comedy manga. The basic premise is like a mermaid wants to get married to a human, and this guy's a human, so he was the best option. He was there at the right time at the right place, right? I'll be real with you.
Gotcha.
I could stand to give it a little bit lower. I give it a 4 out of 10 just because it wasn't abysmal. It was fine, little
Okay.
kind of cutesy. It's just it is a series that gets a low score not because it necessarily did anything wrong, but because in actively trying to find something that it did right, I couldn't really. For me at least,
Mm.
it was like
Okay.
it's cute. The art looks nice. It's a unique style, but zero personal merit for me. Just on on value, on like meaning, on any of that kind of stuff. It just didn't really move me all that much. Um, it was cool. I can't believe you read that Mermaid one shot. Easy 3 out of 10. It tries to do reaction gags, but never actually shows reactions. Even if it was funny, it fails fundamentally at portraying a gag manga. Okay, Draco, I did not expect someone to be like to yes and me on the Sweet Little Mermaid one shot. But yeah, three to 4 out of 10 is not crazy to me. It's like
Mm.
it's it does come off a little amateurish in a lot of ways. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But it was it was
I
it
mean,
was it was cool.
it
I,
was a one shot, right? It wasn't like a huge time commitment either.
no, it wasn't a huge time commitment. I read everything, bro. Go manga for manga with me, bro. Nah, let me not. Anyways, let's see. The next two things, I think, I guess, in terms of like quality, but more controversy. I think I read some Daredevil comics, and as you can see, chat, I don't really have them
Yeah,
ranked all that highly. Um, Daredevil Yellow by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, same guys that worked on the Long Halloween, right? Nice
yeah.
nice little duo. Funny that I followed them up immediately after. And then Daredevil, The Man Without Fear. Forgot the T there, but whatever. These were interesting. I'll speak on The Man Without Fear because I think I have a little bit less to say on that, even though I like it a little bit more.
Wow, that's the more popular one too.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was cool. I'll be honest, a combination of a couple of things, right? First of all, the art is amazing. It's really different stylistically. It opens kind of
Mm.
it opens in a way that I wasn't necessarily expecting. Just in terms of like it opens on, if I'm remembering correctly, this kid that was like you have Ben Urich looking at this kid that just went through something like super traumatic. Basically, their dad's a fucking a criminal, and they get their ass beat by
Mm.
Daredevil or whatever, right? And so it really fucked them up. It
Okay.
traumatized them. And so it opens with that. It's really like it's a impressionist is not the right word. It's a little bit. It's kind of abstract in the way it goes about tying these things together. Um,
Okay.
let's see. It was. I give it a 6.5. That's not really low. I liked it. It just didn't really move me all that much. I didn't feel all that impressed by what I was reading. I don't know. It's kind of. It felt a bit. Um, and maybe I'm immature for this. It just felt very bland Daredevil Matt Murdock kind of like story. And I don't even say that as someone who's read a lot of Daredevil. I haven't. I've explicitly not read a lot of Daredevil. but it felt just very. It felt kind of sauceless at times. And that's the way I would truly describe most of my experience with this. It wasn't bad. Like I said, 6.5 isn't a bad score. I did enjoy some of it. I enjoyed more of it than I didn't. But it's just a. It was just I think it was slightly disappointing to me. I was really hoping for something that kind of moved me, that kind of you know g- gave me a reason to be a Daredevil fan. TM, it did not.
Mm.
It was just kind of cool, right? And so that's kind of how I feel about that. Daredevil Yellow, I give a flat 5 because this one to me was just it has the makings of a Long Halloween in the sense that it is isolated, self-contained. In this case, it's kind of like an origin story for Matt, and he's going through like all of his escapades or whatever. But God, man, I just, I just can't get down really with any of it. First of all, the art's good. I like the art. I like this duo. Well, I can't say that. The duo is literally hit or miss for me right now. I have one thing that they've written and penned at a 9 and the other at a 5. Right? Can't really say they're batting 100 or batting 1,000 for me, but I'm predisposed to giving them grace and kind of fucking with what they make. Have you read the original Born Again series? I haven't. Um, I have not. I have not. I have not. But I consider myself pretty predisposed to liking whatever it is that they would make. But I just it's weird. It's one of those. It's one of those. It is one of those comic books that you feel like you read and you should come out on the other end being like, I like this, and I didn't, and it was just fine as an origin story. It mixes. It's weird. So, spoilers, I guess, for Daredevil, whatever that means in comic books, right? But like, it's kind of it happens not in medias res. That's not what the phrase I'm looking for is. But it happens. Daredevil Matt is like reminiscing on his career, right? Post Karen Page dying, right? And he's sort of like thinking back on his career, on what led up to that, all that, like him becoming Daredevil in the first place, them meeting, right? The like Foggy being in love with her, whatever, blah blah blah, right? And throughout this entire thing, I'm thinking, man, not a single compelling character has been created or hashed out here. I don't really care all that much about Karen. I don't really care all that much about Foggy. I don't feel like Matt and Foggy are particularly close, and this romance between Matt and Karen is not moving me. And I think one of the things that annoyed me the most about it reading at the end is that like the sort of the death of Karen Page, right? Kind of what I feel like the entire book is building up to. They just and the rest, and then they just skip to him being like standing heroically on a building in his red suit being like, huh, but that's fine, writing this letter to you even though you were dead is, it really helped me sort through my emotions, Karen. That's why I'm going to continue being Daredevil. It's like, dude, I wanted to see like the event. I wanted to see her like get cooked, dude. I wanted to see her like, you know her get captured by like, I think Bullseye is the one who kills her. You valiantly fight him, the emotions, but it was just they literally. I think Matt almost exactly says, "And the rest" or some shit, and I'm like, I don't know the rest. I don't know the rest, Matt.
Mm.
Show me. I want to see. I'm curious. I want to know what it is. Um, and you just don't get that, and it's fine, I guess. Like I said, 5 out of 10. It's a pretty book. I feel like you get some of the bare essentials for like what the idea behind Matt and Daredevil is supposed to be, but I wasn't particularly moved. Not a great outing for Daredevil. I'm sure that he has a lot of other great runs, like original Born Again is I'm sure is great. 2019, I've heard good things about, but these two, yeah, I didn't really fuck with it. I didn't really fuck with it too heavy. Um,
So
so
some Q&A.
sure.
Uh, would you say that like maybe you were? How do you feel about the Netflix show? Just so I could get like a temperature check.
I like the Netflix
Like,
show.
would you say like that made you a Daredevil fan when you first
It
watched
didn't
it?
make
Like
me a
the
Daredevil
original
fan. I
Netflix.
really like the show though. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Were you? Because I'm wondering like if you were kind of chasing a feeling that you got before with the show, or maybe like there's something about Daredevil that you thought you'd be predisposed to like, or something? Like I'm just kind of wondering, like, what was like the Daredevil? What were you trying to get from him, essentially, right?
I don't know. I wanted him to show me what I could get from him. To be honest with you, like it's not a.
Okay.
This is a pretty highly acclaimed character. I like the show that I watched from him. All
Okay.
the material that I have seen has been interesting. Let me actually sink my teeth into him a little bit, and then I was like, ew, I don't like the flavor.
Mm,
This is kind of gross. And I'm not saying that the
gotcha.
Daredevil. I'm not saying Daredevil the character is not necessarily for me. I'm just saying these two comics, from the perspective of someone trying to really buy into it. Not maybe if I were already a Daredevil fan, these would feel like
Mm,
interesting because I don't think the Long Halloween would be a really good. This would not get me into Batman. It just wouldn't. I already like Batman, right? I don't think that this is a good
it's a good
introduction.
mystery.
It's a good mystery, but I don't think that
Yeah.
if my aim was to be like I want to become a Batman fan, the Long Halloween is not what I'd recommend to someone, right?
No, I'd recommend like Court of Owls or something like that.
Maybe, right? I don't even have very many comics to
Um,
recommend, but there's other shit I can think of that like, oh, this will endear you towards the character, blah blah blah. Maybe this is the case for these two comics where it is a Daredevil comic for Daredevil fans. It's not necessarily geared towards someone trying to get into the character, not even from the perspective of like being too messy or clunky in the comics way, but it's just not written for you to get the basic appeal, maybe. Um,
so
yeah.
my next question. Sorry. What were you
Mm.
gonna say?
Um, yeah, no, that's it. Go ahead.
Oh, my next question was about Yellow.
Uh,
Have you read the other colors, like for
nope,
other heroes?
nope.
So I'm curious. Jesus Christ. Because like the color series, like they do a color for like a bunch of different heroes.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest, like the most popular one is Spider-Man Blue.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very similar to what
Mm-hmm.
you described the plot. Because I haven't read Yellow, but I have read Blue.
Yeah, because it's about Gwen
And Blue
being
is
dead, right?
Gwen being dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, and so I was like, okay, Karen, Gwen, kind of. I'm wondering if that's like a parallel here or like a theme.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody read like Hulk Gray or Captain America White? Just so I can get like a like if it's a pattern. I'm just curious. But aside from that, like I'm curious, like, do you think, like, let's say on paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
You pick up Spider-Man Blue, and it's the same thing, right? Do you think you would like it more because you were predisposed to liking Spider-Man?
Probably.
Okay.
I would imagine
Okay.
so. Um, yeah, I wouldn't be like this actively annoyed me because I'm like, okay, so you're telling me Karen's dead, so that's apparently like a status quo thing. That's something to expect at some point in Daredevil comics. Cool.
Okay.
Bullseye kills her. You're not gonna show me? Thanks. Appreciate you. Thanks. That's sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, the Long Halloween
All right.
is a I'll put you onto some more story for sure, and I think that maybe Daredevil Yellow is kind of like that too. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
not bad, not
I
a
mean,
bad outing for Daredevil, just not one that not one that I was particularly impressed with.
mm, okay. I mean, hopefully the other, like, if you decide to get into the other color series, they might be better.
Yep, yep, yep. Um,
Uh,
but yeah, let's see here. What do I want to get into next? This one is pretty simple. Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Played the beta over this past weekend. Um, Mainly with Mikey and Johnny. This little guy joined in as well. And I will say, pretty good game. I did enjoy myself. I did enjoy myself. The 6 out of 10 can fluctuate depending on whether or not I won. This can go from a 6 to a 7, no funny shit, or a 7 to a 6,
depending on the map too.
depending on the map, depending on what happened. Apatos is genuinely a war zone. I Everybody that pulls up, you might gotta get your ass beat. Just gotta do it. Certain items make me viscerally angry, but I will say the sort of like trade off is that the feeling of winning it does kind of hit you in the chest in a way where it's like, you know what, maybe all of that rage was a little worth it. And so
Dude,
it's a pretty
when you
solid
got
game.
first place that one game on what's it called, Apricos,
Yeah, yeah, because that felt
I
like
think your
conquering
mic clicked.
felt
Yeah,
like conquering a demon, right? Um,
yeah,
yeah,
dude.
dude,
I don't know if I've ever heard you that fucking happy.
that felt like conquering a demon for sure, for sure, for sure.
Are you? You planning to buy the game or
That's
before you move?
$70.
Or
Nope.
oh, fully like not even didn't even sway you a little bit.
It's a good game. $70? Jesus Christ. No. Um,
Oof. Okay.
like, yeah, no. So like, and that's what I was gonna follow up with, right? Good game, interesting
Mhm.
game. $70. I've told you all
It's
this
still
before.
cheaper than Mario Kart, bro. Like, that's frying me.
I'm
It's
not,
absolutely
and
fucking frying
it's
me.
just like, I wouldn't buy Mario Kart either, bro. $70 for a party racer is nuts. Kind of what I'm saying. So like, if you said 50 would still, I'll be real with you. I would comfortably pay $40 for this game. Anything more is kind of
Yeah.
like you're 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 kind of crazy. Rogue Temporary, I'm not the kind of nigga. No, I will not be getting tricked. Um, let's
Okay.
see. Um, yeah, I love Sonic, but I'm getting this shit on a sale, and it's got to be a sale, bro. It's got to be a fucking. It's got to be 50% off type shit. Like I'm. It's a good game. I hate to say it like so confidently that I'm not getting that shit, but it's like the only reason that I could possibly even consider it is because I know Mike and Johnny probably want to get the game, but it's like
Mhm.
70 fucking
Bro,
bucks, bro.
I'll fold to peer pressure.
Yeah,
Like,
I know you will, bro. I literally heard
yeah,
that you will. And not
you haven't
peers
seen it.
up here, right?
Okay.
Um,
I feel like that was a misquote.
is BR getting the game? Yeah, dude, you're funny as fuck for that. Turn that 6 out of 10 into
Uh,
60% off. Yeah, I'd get it for 60% off for sure. Um,
man, I feel like games like this would be crazy. Like, okay, I'm of two minds, right? Because I like the idea that games like that can just kind of be good party games or good like multiplayer games and like really like because like when you have more players, generally it's more fun.
mm-hmm.
But like if it was free, I don't know. I feel like it had more motion. Like Rivals being free, like
What game wouldn't be have more motion if it were free though? You know what I mean?
sure, but like for a multiplayer game like this, like okay, Mario Kart, like rock with me for a sec, right? Um, party shooter. I don't know what the genre of Marvel Rivals is called, right? But like
A
I guess
hero
like
shooter.
competitive shooter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's free compared to like Overwatch, but it's also like a solid game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's got that. Um, fucking Fortnite speaks for itself. Um, uh, uh, something like Rematch, reasonably priced, but like it's not as full as I think it could be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like fucking $80 or some shit, right? Like it's a reasonable price. It's just like I can't help but wonder if like the trade off for like if you sell a battle pass for $20, right, and you make the game free, if that doesn't like make this shit more competitive or explode more. Just kind of a thought. Like I do kind of wonder on the back end, like, all right, free cross platform like alternate to Mario Kart, right? $20 for a battle pass. Is that like is that really a worse proposition than just like a $70 charge up front? Like I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
Like
$70 specifically is egregious, but I think you're going to get absolutely fucked if you make this game free. You're going to go bankrupt like that. Like you, not every game is going to be Fortnite,
it's
right?
expensive. Like it looks expensive. Like yeah. Like
Like
I'll grant you that. Like I'm
for
sure
example,
development was a pretty fucking penny.
does Overwatch cost money, right? Like Overwatch was like
Yeah.
okay, Overwatch blew up, right? It was
Yeah.
in Rivals is the dominant thing now, but I don't think Rivals is the dominant thing because it's free. I think Rivals is the dominant thing because Overwatch has fallen a little bit. Um,
Mm.
the free to play model is not for anything that isn't Fortnite, isn't Marvel Rivals. Overwatch is free now, but it blew up when it cost money. Yeah, and I just don't think, like, I think people, consumers, obviously want it to be free because, like,
Mm.
oh, I'll just not buy the Battle Pass. But, like, everybody thinks that shit. They're not going to make money, bro. They're actually going to go bankrupt. They're, like, you have to be so sure that you have a business model that's probably going to be super scummy, right? That's going to make you up
Mm.
that money on people being able to play that, like, because there are going to be niggas like me that I'm like, I'm never going to
Mm.
spend money on this game in a battle pass. That's just not going to happen. I'm a grown ass
Right.
man, right? You
Mm.
have to make up for those people by having suckers that are going to spend 50, 60, 70, 100, $120 on skins,
whales,
on
right?
battle
Yeah.
passes. And it's like, not every game is going to do that, right? And if you're a developer, I think it's more than reasonable to be like, yeah, I don't want to bet on like my game blowing up,
Blowing up,
um,
right?
and just like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
guess.
it's like, imagine, for example, right? You make a movie, a feature length film, right? And you're like, okay, putting it in theaters is going to be crazy. We have to do a revenue split, the whole thing, blah blah blah. I'm gonna upload it on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. I'm now monetized on this channel. I just want to get my name out there, and so maybe I'll
Mm-hmm.
get more opportunities to be a director later. Sure, but nigga, you you dropped $40,000 to produce that, bro. You're out
Yeah,
$40,000, even in the best case
a YouTube
scenario.
video might not get you to break even, and that's with
No,
smashing success.
not a YouTube might not. A YouTube video won't. That's just you're. I just dropped it. You're cooked, buddy. Like you're. It's not a. Especially in game development, where that's something that'll take you 2, 3 years, right? Um. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Um. That's just my
So I
perspective.
still
Like,
I agree. I think $70 is kind of like not sitting right in my soul. Like even okay, $60.
I'm not paying 60. I'm not paying 50. I'll pay $40. Anything above that is like,
40 is like also where I kind
yeah.
of teeter out. Like
Mm,
I don't know, man.
yeah.
Like
Um.
70's like I'd wince my teeth if Grand Theft Auto cost $70. Sonic Racing?
Like, I'll be real with you, bro. Like, we had this conversation a while ago, and I don't know, I guess, how serious you thought I was being, but I'm pretty, like, I see an 8 in front of some, honestly, a 7, I'm still like, I don't know if I'm gonna buy a game that I like. Persona 6 comes out. I'm not buying that game until it goes on sale, bro. $7? I got other games to. I got other games to play or other games to not play, gang. GTA 6, $70. I mean, maybe, but I'm gonna
I
have to
mean,
I'm gonna have to see some promises made, bro.
Red Dead 3? I don't know.
Like, I'm not saying I can't see myself getting $70 game, but $70 is like the limit of I am considering pretty strongly. $80, fuck no. $90, hell no. $100, you're out of your fucking mind. It doesn't matter what the
Yeah.
God could say. This is life, the video game. All right, nigga, keep it. Like, I'm not interested, bro. Um,
Yeah. It's
let's
like
see. Yeah.
bro, that's a fourth of the price of the console at that. Like it's crazy.
Grand Theft Autos can
Also,
only
I really gotta pee.
Cool. Grand Theft Autos can only not cost like $120 due to egregious online monetization and selling billions of copies. And I just, yeah, that's like, I just ain't doing that. Um, Kingdom Hearts 4 can drop at 100 and I'll be like not eating for a week. Ain't even that serious. Yeah, you're fucking. I respect it. Like, I get it because I think if manga had a similar transactionality to that, to where like I'm obviously getting ripped off in order to read like a manga. Like, sure, I get it. I too would fall prey to like the bad consumer habits. It's just not gaming for me, right? Gaming, I have more than enough self control with gaming. You know what I mean? Um, it's just like it's just not gonna happen for me. Yeah. But I get that, Draco. Like, I'm not mad at you, but it is just one of those things to where a nigga like me, a non-gamer, um, I'm just not swinging. I'm just not swinging $80. Um, the modern industry sucks. All these games are technically underpriced for the absurd production costs. Production costs must come down. Game companies run the tightest margins to keep them at only 70. Yeah. Um, and I don't know everything that goes into it, but I definitely do wonder if a lot of like the AAA production experiences are just like very unnecessary effort put into something that will get extremely diminishing returns. Um, yeah, yeah. It is a tough one. It is a tough one. Let me check some real quick. Chat Miss Prime. Let's see. But investors are obsessed with graphics and spending millions and millions into game fidelity. So much cost for no tangible return in an artistic vision sense. Yeah, and so much cost for some shit people do not give a fuck about. Mm-mm-mm. Um, this is why indie games are popping off harder. Good prices and peak games. I saw that like isn't Silksong coming out for like $20 or some shit? Like that's crazy to me. Like that's kind of wild. Um,
Oh yeah. I mean, I bought Hollow Knight over the weekend, the original, for like $7.
yeah.
It's
Mm,
like a 30-hour game.
yeah. It's free on Game Pass. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Free 99 on Xbox for sure, for sure. All right. Let me the state of video games aside, right?
Mm.
Let me wrap up here and I'll let you.
Consistent topic on the pod for
Yeah.
a very funny reason.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Let's see here. What else we got up here? I think the rest of what I have here is all stuff that I really enjoyed. I'm just trying to decide from what angle to
Um,
dissect it. What's up?
or oh no, I was gonna ask if are they related to each other?
What you mean?
The last two manga that you're
No,
reviewing.
they're not related to each other. They have a like a I guess a it gave me a similar feeling. I'm just trying to think. I'll get
Mm.
into Together. By the way, chat, I should have given Together a 9 out of 10. I was tweaking but giving it an 8. That's on me. Failure of a rating. Go watch Together if you haven't. Together is a body horror movie, and if you know anything about me, which I don't know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, I don't fucking know, right? I am scared. I'm terrified of my own shadow, right? I
Mm.
tend to not like horror movies because they are horrific, right? Very scary
Mm.
stuff. And
Spooky.
I decided to get out of my comfort zone because my brother invited me to go watch a movie, and I was like, cool, bet. And he's like, it doesn't seem like it'll be that scary. It's more body horror. I was like, bet. Um, and it was pretty fucking scary, obviously. But I will say, very, 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 very good movie. I liked it a lot. It is a body horror. Sort of you have a couple not married. It's kind of important to the plot, right? But this couple
Okay.
moves to secluded area, right? Because the and I wish I remember their names. Let me just fucking. I don't want to spoil anything actually. So let me just let me just look it up on real quick so I can reference them a little bit more easily because it I did watch this at the beginning of the I did watch this. Oh, it has a 90% of Rotten Tomatoes. Nice. All right. Um, let's see. I did watch this at the beginning of the month. So Tim is the dude. Millie is the woman,
Mm.
right? And Millie is moving to be a teacher, right? Their relationship is on the rocks. Tim is kind of a loser. If you want to know how much of a loser, right? He is 35 in an indie band, but he's like failing to be even in the indie band. Like his bandmates think he's kind of a loser, right? Um, so
This.
he's a little bit in a like, but he's honestly a funny, chill dude right now. Um, Parents are dead. That's kind of relevant as well. Whatever, right?
Like
Um,
his parents or
his parents, yeah, his parents.
okay.
It is a movie about like they go into this place, they consume this mysterious water, and over the course of the movie, what it does is it makes them attracted to each other physically, and they start fusing. As you can see in the poster here, as their lips are connecting, that's literally what's happening throughout the movie. They're literally um, at random intervals, they just start feeling like a supernatural need to be near each other, and they in coming to contact actually fuse, right? Um, I won't get into it any further than that, but I really did like this movie on pretty much every level. It was scary, but it felt like the level of scary that not only Weenie Hut Jr. that I could deal with, but also just it was a good mix of that of horror to the extent to which I could deal with it. The Millie and Tim are very cool is the wrong word. They're very interesting characters. This movie touches a lot on like the codependency that can be found in relationships very often, like choosing that or being feeling like you're thrust into that. Um, it is a pretty funny movie, all things considered. Like it got actual like real life laughs out of me honestly, can I say something crazy? It got a bigger laugh out of me than anything Naked Gun got, and that's an actual dedicated comedy. I really liked it. I should rewatch it sometime soon because it was a very good movie that I thoroughly enjoyed. If you're a horror fan, I'd recommend watching it if you haven't already. And if you're not a horror fan like moi, I recommend going to watch it because that's not me. That's not my ministry. That's not my area of expertise. And I still really liked it. Yeah, body horror and romance name a more iconic duo. It's really good stuff. Um, it, I haven't watched any other horror movies of this year, but it's my horror movie of the year for sure. Maybe I'll go watch Weapons sometime soon. Um, but yeah, good stuff, good stuff. BR loves horror games. Let's get into play Alien Isolation for Halloween this year. That's crazy. Um, let's see. Yeah. But good stuff, good stuff. I don't think it turned me into a horror movie fanatic, but I'm glad I read it. Glad I read it. It's crazy. Glad I watched it. Um, as
Cool.
for the last two things on here, what's up, big bro?
You know what's the theme, or like what is the like if you have to sum it up, like elevator pitch, like
What I said. That's what I got for you. The elevator pitch, bro.
oh,
Yeah.
oh like yeah, like okay.
That's what I got for you. I don't want to. I kind of want people to plus to me right now. Jesus Christ. I just want to. Yeah. I mean, like, let me
Yeah,
see.
you don't want to spoil. I guess you. I guess you.
Let me see. Let me see if I wrote anything up for it. Just because. Oh, let me go on my IMDb actually. Um, should I do
Oh,
that here?
can you send me a link?
I guess.
I don't. If you do proper write-ups, I'm curious.
Let's see. IMDb. It's nothing too.
Because I also made an IMDb. I made an IMDb account yesterday for
Aw,
a thing I'm going to talk about online.
that's cute. Um,
Yeah. I
let's
don't.
see.
Why do I tell you things, bro? It's not a safe space.
I don't know, honestly.
Like,
Not create. Ah, fuck. I'm not logged in. Whatever. I'm not doing all that on stream. Regardless, the basic idea is I really liked it. I think it was really good. I think it touches on like the codependency that can be found in relationships quite well, and it has a very interesting sort of answer to that. Um,
mm,
I enjoyed it. Um, yeah,
cool.
it is probably one of my favorite things that I consumed in this past month. Um, let's see. Imagine together, but with creams and Ronin. Call that Cronenberg movie. Okay. Sure. You get your plus twos. There you go. Piggy plus twos. All right. So the last two things I read were Fighting Girls, a one shot from the same author that made Original Sin. Wait, hold on. What is it called? The original sin of Takopi's Original Sin. Jesus Christ, I'm remember that wrong. But
Oh, I read that one.
same author that wrote that, right? Good one shot. I really
Oh,
liked
that
it.
was a bummer.
I haven't actually read Takopi's Original Sin, funnily enough, but
Oh,
Dragon and
might be
Chameleon.
all over.
Maybe I would, right? But I just haven't read it. Dragon and Chameleon, kind of a little bit of a cop out because I just caught up on it, but I want to talk about it. Whatever.
Mm,
Um, let's see. Fighting Girls was really good. I liked the one shot quite a bit. It is failing to remember either of the characters' names at the time. But over here, girl with the here. Let me zoom in for you, chat. Dark hair, girl's protagonist. She's kind of her deuteragonist rival character. And the goal of her, she wants to become a professional MMA fighter, and she in the same karate class as her is way fucking better. And it's sort of just it's a story about the chasing of their respective like passions and dreams, and that like the sort of that sort of consistency and what's the word, the drive that rivalry brought both of them. So it's like pretty much basically Ronin bait. And I really fuck with that. I really did enjoy it. The art was good. The emotions were I won't say it like brought me to tears or anything, but I feel like that this author is very good at drawing kind of like anguished emotions. Yeah, Taizan is great at invoking a sense of dread into their work, but it's nice that this one has much kinder resolution, while still portraying that heart-wrenching feeling as seeing someone chase a dream and give up on a dream. Draco put that really well. Yeah, yeah. I think that yeah, I think this was a good one. This has convinced me that I should read Takopi's Original Sin. I am curious to see what that's all about, what that's hitting on, because the anime is out. And you know, if Creams has read it, well, if Creams has skimmed it, then it's got to be worth something, right? So I did enjoy that. And the final thing for me this month is Dragon and Chameleon. This really is less of me like updating you guys on me reading it and more of like a little bit of a shill. Jesus Christ, I really do like this manga. I caught up to it pretty much all of yesterday and maybe the day before. And I've said this, I feel like I've said this before. It's a manga about making manga. Main character switches bodies, right? He's a famous mangaka. He's essentially top of the manga world, right? If you think that that's Oda, then you can say he's an Oda surrogate, right? But like he switches with a random no name like assistant for his manga, and the goal is for him to make something that surpasses that work. So for context, right? Imagine if Oda switched into the body of Creams and is now trying to make something that surpasses One Piece in sales, right? That's sort of like the basic premise or conceit of the manga. I really like it. I think it's exciting. I think it's good. And it kind of touches on that similar, like, inspirational, like, really intensely, it, like, riles you up a little bit. Miyama moved me, man. Cad Cow. Let me engrave your name into my memory, bro. Further. Let me engrave it further. Yeah. Miyama's moving mountains for sure. But yeah, good story. It definitely touches on a similar of that, like, kind of like you read it and it triggers something to make you want to go get out there and do some shit for yourself. In a less so, right? But this is the biggest praise I can give it. In a similar way to how Blue Lock makes me feel when I go back to read certain things. It has a very typical. I've said this before as well, but it has the Blue Lock approach of taking the mundane, or like, and really just fucking amplifying it. It makes drawing manga feel as intense as a fucking a drag out brawl. And yeah, no, that's good stuff. That's good eats. I think that this manga is only a 7.5 right now because I've read it over the course of like two big reads, and I don't really remember the cast all too well aside from like Miyama and sort of like that little like, you know, main character type shit. But I feel like a reread will really make me come around to this even further. But it's good. It's good eats. It's good reads. If you're interested in drawing, especially specifically manga, this is something that I feel like will give you a little bit of a kick in the ass. It's a really, really good story that I do recommend. Really good read. Let's cut words. Really good read over like 2 days, but got me drawing consistently for a few weeks. Type shit. And Hansel, ain't that the truth? Reading things about chasing dreams hitting quite close to home lately. Type shit. But yeah, that's what I got into this month.
Beautiful.
That is my sort of my what's the word I'm looking for? Book club entry here, and you know, thank you, appreciate you.
Good shit, bro. Good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Meaningful choices, meaningful experiences. W thoughtfulness.
Bro.
I really fuck with like your IMDb. Like, well, I want to talk about that after stream.
Mm-hmm.
But good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit. What would you like? Would you say your favorite thing was the movie?
Probably Together. I enjoyed Together a lot. Yeah, probably be Together.
Good shit.
Yep.
Good shit.
All right, let me switch over to yours real quick. Media player. Yeah. All right, let me expand this. Oops, should not do that. It's on me. All right. Brother got a video, yes sir.
You can just keep it on the side there.
Yeah. All right. You just let me know when you're ready, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, the delay shouldn't be crazy. I don't think you need to screen share.
Cool.
All right, let's do it.
Cool. All right.
So, music, part 1. Stop it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I'm locked. I'm locked. Chat. We're cool. We're chill. Jesus Christ. I don't know what the fuck just happened. All right. My turn. So, chat. Music. I'm trying to keep the momentum of last month where, May, the spring, most embarrassing for me by far when it comes to music. It was just the Pink Panthers tape, and since then I've really been trying to resolve myself and listen to more music, push past my shame, right? So this month, I made kind of a goal for myself, and that was 6 albums. Technically, I hit 7 as of today, but I'll count that for next month. Anyway, I think most of the credit for the albums I picked goes to True. He gave me 4 albums. He recommended 4 albums, and I swapped 1 only because Ozzy Osbourne died, and I was curious. So, album number 1, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. I know a lot of people, classic album, obviously, right? R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne. I had listened to a few songs on here, specifically Iron Man. Blasted the fuck out of that song, but I never actually fully heard the album in full, and I decided to check it out after I found out he died. And it's great. It's phenomenal. There's one song on there that's sort of weak, and I even hesitate to put it like that. But every other song on here, and it's a short album too. It's like 40 minutes. 8 songs, all fantastic. Like I'd say, Hand of Doom is like the song or Rat Salad might be the songs I didn't fuck with the most. But otherwise, it is just a great listen. Holy shit. Paranoid, War Pigs, and Iron Man, just 11 out of 10 fucking tracks. Amazing stuff. RIP to a legend. But yeah, it was great. I was really fucking impressed. Let's see. The next one is Mingus and the Black. Jesus Christ. Mingus, the Black Saint, and the Sinner Lady. Another Troop recommendation. This one was another Troop recommendation, and I'll be honest with you, I was most skeptical of this one. So the album is 40 minutes long, and it's 4 songs. I'm gonna repeat that. The album is 40 minutes long, and it's 4 songs. The last song on this album is 20 minutes long. So, needless to say, I've heard albums like these before, but it's never anything exciting. And I gotta say, I was impressed. It's a jazz album, and track C, the 3rd song, fucking great. I really enjoyed it. If I could describe this album kind of like a single sentence, it is the soundtrack to an amazing movie. That movie doesn't exist. Track C is like if you were watching a spy movie and they landed in like the Middle East or something to do espionage at like a random like Turkish market or some shit like that. That would be the soundtrack for it. It's really good at evoking a feeling, and I was really impressed that it was able to do it with no words, just straight fucking music. 6.5 is just like I have literally not gone back to listen to 2/3 of the album, or 3/4 in this case. So that's kind of like what I mean. It's a bit hard to rank because like I really like, if not love, track C, but the rest of it is fine. So it's kind of a give and take there. The last album is Clips, Like God Saw Him Out. I listened to it when it came out, and I didn't want to rank it last month because I basically only had like 2 days to think about it, but I've revisited the album a few times, and I gotta say, I'm kind of firm on it being a 9. Not to say that the album fucking did anything wrong. It just, I know my kind of internal metric for a 10 out of 10 album is that I don't skip a single fucking song. Like, I might not love every single song on the album, but I can't skip it. And I skip Inglorious Bastards and So Far Ahead more often than I don't. And literally, it's just, if not for that, it would be a 10 out of 10 for me. But it's a phenomenal album. Every other song on here is just fucking perfect. uh, Birds Don't Sing, Chains and Whips, POV, and EBITDA, Christ, are all personal standouts for me. Oh, and All Things Considered might be the catchiest one on here. IMO.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And speaking, music continues. Boop boop boop. So Fiona Apple won the pawn, and then the rest of the album title is on the cover there. I couldn't fucking tell it to you if I tried. So fun little fact about me: my favorite album of all time is Fetch the Bolt Cutters, also by Fiona Apple, and people say this is her better work. It disappeared.
Oh, sorry.
All
right, it's there.
Okay. And people say When the Pawn is her better work. Personally, like, I've listened to this album before. I just didn't vibe with it as much. I decided to revisit it now. It grew on me a little bit, but not enough to like outshine Fetch the Bolt Cutters. After I listened to it a few times, I immediately spawned on Fetch the Bolt Cutters, and it was just drastically better to me. I don't know how to explain it, but no, it's I wouldn't be shocked if somebody said this was her best work. But I disagree.
Okay.
Overall, very solid album from an iconic, solid artist. And okay, speaking of, I guess, solid artist, Tyler, the Creator. Don't Tap the Glass. This album made me realize that I'm actually like fucking Scrooge, dude. I don't believe in fun half the fucking time. I really got that shit deep in the core, in like the core of my spirit, man. I heard this album and I was just frowning damn near the entire time. All I was thinking was like, God damn, dude, this is what they make like pseudonyms for. This is what you make like alternate fucking identities for. You know what I mean? Like, I was listening to this and I was like, wow, he ruined his discography. And I was just so mad about this album being what it was that like after I think I would have given it like a 3 when I first heard it, right? And it wasn't until like I kind of calmed down and I was like, okay, it's not that bad. And I decided to give it a fair shot. It was like a 6. And then I kind of spun back, or rather, I didn't spin back at all after the second listen. And I was like, nah, 5. Like I was just unmoved, basically. Gotcha. Kind of like the entire spectrum. I appreciated, I understood what Tyler was doing here. It just wasn't for me. Like, I genuinely just like, this isn't what I signed up for, respectfully.
Gotcha.
Like, yo, bring back, give me something to think about, bro. Just whatever. And the last one, probably the best album I listened to this cycle, is The Strokes, Is This It? If any album on here, tied with Clips, actually. If any album on here, though, takes the record for most improved player, it would be this one. Holy shit. I think I had it at like a 6 or a 7 when I first started it. I think I've gone back to listen to this album 10 times. It's so fucking good. Every song on it ages like fine fucking wine. It's amazing. I might give it a 10 if I re-listen to it enough, man. It's so fucking beautiful. It's genuinely moving how good some of the songs are. Like, let me chat. If y'all fuck with this album, you'll know that this is like the most fucking bot opinion of all time, because this is like an iconic album. But like, I really got to get through some of these, man. Holy shit. Let me see. No, that's the new abnormal. I gotta listen to that later. So for an album that came out in, I believe it was 90 something. No, in 2001. I gotta say, man, this shit holds up so fucking well. The title track, Modern Age, Barely Legal, Alone Together, Hard to Explain, crazy song names in that order. I know, I heard it. All of it. It's just so fucking good. I'm might re-listen to it tomorrow morning on my walk. Like, it's just, fuck, man. I did not know music. Like, it's so fun to listen. It's so fun to consume good art. It's so good, so cathartic, so soul lifting to listen to good music, man. Holy shit.
Mhm.
And yeah, appreciate True for recommending this one as well.
Good
The
stuff.
last thing he recommended that I just didn't get around to, I'm gonna get around to it this month, is the Eclipse's first album.
Mhm.
It's Eclipse's first album. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Sorry.
Good stuff. Glad you enjoyed the music section. I'm glad you took that the Pink Panther shit to heart, bro, and you decided to never
I
let it happen
did.
again.
I did. I know. I'm surprised too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, next up is movies. I barely eked this one. Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic Four. Insert clip here. Um, very movie, disappointing, but generally like whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you liked it, you liked it. I like Johnny. I think the best out of anybody in this movie. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Silver Surfer was Galactus design was nice. There we go. I got 3 things. Oh, and the set designs.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 things. See what I did there? 4 things. Fantastic Four. You got it. Yeah. I saw the 5 on screen, bro. Fucking threw me. Let's see. So this might seem like a random fucking poll, but Happy Gilmore 2.
Mm-hmm.
You'll notice Happy Gilmore 1 isn't on here. I have never seen Happy Gilmore 1. The only reason I saw Happy Gilmore 2 was because I just had Netflix on, like just the app. My mouse hovered over it and it started like auto playing, and it was like just some random shit from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Is that Eminem? What the fuck?" And I found out a couple of wrestlers were in it, Becky Lynch, MJF. So I was just kind of like watching it in the background just to kind of see what the vibe of Happy Gilmore is. Insane start to a comedy movie. I imagine if you're a fan of the original Happy Gilmore, this must be fucking insane. Because like the movie kicks off with him killing his wife with a golf club by accident, and then like their family going into abject poverty.
Damn.
Weird like way to get him back into golf.
Yeah.
Like, could he not have just found his spark again? Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Eminem's character gets like eaten by alligators at some point after like 3 seconds. I want to say the movie was funny, but it was novel.
Okay.
So I feel like the original's probably way better.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was just cameo slop would probably be how I put it. Very dull movie, I think.
Okay.
And the biggest movie that I saw, something that's been on my list for fucking ages, as you know, here, fucking Office Space. Office Space is a movie that I've been trying to watch for a while, just because like I heard great things about it. And I gotta say, the first 2/3 of this movie lived up to all that hype, dude. It was amazing. First 2/3 of this movie, I really fucked with. They were every feeling I think every worker for the past 30, 40 years has been feeling every day about their lives. And it truly made me feel seen as a worker, as a faceless cog in the never-ending machine that is, labor. And then the last third of the movie hits. The best way I could summarize the feeling of watching this movie is like watching somebody give the most moving, like, it's like if Che Guevara was speaking for the first time, right? And then at the end, he was like, "Yeah, we're all gonna go to the revolution." Oh, why would I be there? No, not me. No. Like, I work construction. I'm chilling. I just needed to be outside. The end of this movie actually fucked me up because I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? All of this shit, all of these like, it was genuinely so bizarre to watch. I forgot the main character's name, but to watch him go through all of this shit, it was so cathartic to see the office build to burn to the ground. Right? It was nice to see how it happened, everything that led up to it, and then it just ends with him being like, man, I'm so happy to be working construction. Like, wow, man, holy fuck. Like, I like if the movie wasn't so charming and funny on its own, like from start to finish, I'd probably be more mad at the ending. But like, you genuinely get the impression the director just like was like looking at the paper like, whoa, holy shit, what the fuck do I do here? When he got to the ending,
What do you think a more fitting conclusion would have been?
I for for that era, I truly, I don't fucking know, man. Like, that's like it's not something I'm unsympathetic to. It was just like a jarring experience, right? Like if I was in his position, I would not know what to do either. Because like, what's the answer to this, dude? Like, yeah, bro, Luigi Mangione that shit. Like it truly like I am baffled because like the movie has had so much to say in the first like 2/3, and it was all really like coherent and competent, and then the last third is just like a fuck if I know though. And it just made for like a very amusing watch in its own way. Like I said, it was inoffensive to me, quality wise, but it was just like very jarring. So I'd probably give this movie a solid 8, but I'd rewatch the fuck out of this movie. It's great.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair.
I know you watched it as well, and
Yeah.
you know you've had strong thoughts on it. Do you want to get to all that at the end, or do you want to talk about it now? Or?
I mean, I haven't watched it anytime recently. It was just something that my dad was a fan of the movie, and so I had watched it quite a bit growing up. It definitely is a very bleak depiction of working that sort of job. I imagine that it not only informed part of my dad's opinion on that kind of stuff, but via osmosis informed mine. So I mean, I think you're maybe exaggerating the impact, but it definitely is something that is like a good of a. It's a good damn. Never want to be that. And I guess that's why I don't interpret the ending to be really antithetical or in like in opposition or even like not aligning with anything else that like that you see there. I don't think the hatred is I don't think it's necessarily like an anti-capitalist at its core like revolutionary movie. I think it's one specifically talking to like the throes of working in an office in middle management or being managed in that way. And I think that working in construction, working in a job that probably not perfect, right? But we don't get to see those imperfections via the end of the movie. It's just a job that has some level of like merit and meaning that is tangible and observable more so than it is just like busy work for busy work's sake, right? That's kind of like in real life. That's why people find part of the reason, at least alongside not having livable wages, but it's part of the reason why people find office work so demoralizing because it means that for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, they're pouring their time
Your
into
life is
something
just
that
going.
objectively
Yeah.
doesn't matter, right? But at least when you make something with your hands, you're creating a building for something for some purpose, right? And I think that the sort of messaging there is a little bit in finding not because I just don't think that the movie ever really approaches it from like that like we're going to take down capitalism TM. It's just it to me, much like the kind of title implies, it is a very much of a critique of the office working environment in which burning that place down and then working in an entirely different a blue collar, like the opposite type of work you can get into, right? To me seems like um, a natural
Kind
conclusion
of.
to
I
the
get it.
entirety
It's
of the
trying to
movie.
make the best out of a bad situation. That's kind of like where the movie lands, right? With the ending, it's very much like a listen. The shit sucks. The most you can do for yourself, like realistically, is just find something that you don't hate, or that you hate least of all, I guess.
I'm sure. Um, yeah. Um, but yeah, I definitely enjoyed the movie. I haven't watched it in a minute though, so I wouldn't be able to tell you like what my knee jerk rating is. But I give it a I like it out of 10 anytime I come across it. Um,
Okay,
all right,
that's fair. Yeah. Next up,
let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm just happy to have it crossed off my list too.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of them. One of them like ones I was holding off on.
Bah.
Man, if this season, if this month of media consumption can be summed up in one category, it would be TV, man. Holy shit.
Okay.
More so than music, more so than anything else. I was really on my fucking TV bag this month.
Mm-hmm.
Starting off, a little light, the King of the Hill revival season 14. King of the Hill is cool. I've watched, I think, every major animated adult sitcom, and King of the Hill, it ended a bit prematurely, in my opinion. You definitely feel its age a lot more than any other sibling series it has. It's also like the most contemporary American sitcom. If you want to say Family Guy, Simpsons, shit, man, South Park might not even crack that, because South Park uses its satire really, really heavily. So it's able to kind of be more evergreen.
Mm-hmm.
Not across the board, but generally South Park is just able to stay past its expiration date of the current event, right? King of the Hill it doesn't suck at it. To be clear, I'm not saying it's bad at it. It just does it it is the most grounded, is the best way to put it.
Okay.
And you feel that in its age, in its animation, in everything, right? So when the show's coming back in the modern era, it actually retained that same grounded feel,
mm-hmm.
but in just the modern era. So the characters are aged up appropriately. The relationship between Hank and Bobby continues to be the core
mm-hmm.
of the series, and I think it's still done really well. It's funny that they kept Hank Hill in a bit of a bubble compared to every character that stayed in Texas, and seeing Hank Hill being kind of this unchanging figure circa 2013 or whatever the fuck, right? That's a 2013 Republican in coming back to modern America, essentially being time locked, right? Just blissfully unaware of the 10 or 15 years of his hometown in fucking big Texas, coming back and basically reacting to the world that's changed around him, in his own backyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the funny things have him reacting to bike lanes, for instance, or more new foods, a lot of stuff about authenticity when it comes to race. Very interesting things. I will say, side tangent, mired in fucking sadness on the back end. I think 3 of the actors died before this season came out.
One of them
is fucking tragic.
Horrific,
horrific,
one of them,
yeah. R.I.P. Jonathan Joss. I don't know what they're gonna do with John Redcorn, but it's actually who the fuck cares, right? Genuinely heartbreaking. And that's not to say the other actors that died wasn't heartbreaking as well, but that was also just something that I noticed as a thing in the news cycle. But it was a great season, man. It was really cool. All the characters are basically just the same. The animation's a little weird, but it's not bad. It just takes some getting used to, because it's different. It's made differently. Excuse me. I think something I think Bobby's been my favorite character in the revival. Just seeing how much he's grown, seeing that he's a grown man now, seeing how his relationship with Hank has changed, the fact that Hank and Peggy are retired now, so they're just kind of fucking around in the town is very interesting, but are still fundamentally the same characters. I really appreciated it's literally the spirit of the original King of the Hill in the modern day, and I genuinely, that's all that I could have asked for, and it was great. Definitely recommend it if you guys are even just familiar with King of the Hill. I think it's enjoyable either way. Next up is Dexter Resurrection. So here's the thing. If you've been a fan of Dexter, the original series, the popular take. First 4 seasons are great. The last 4 seasons are ass. Most of that is true in a lot of ways. I think it aged fine. Truthfully, I think those last 4 seasons probably not as bad as a lot of people think they are, myself included. It's just the first 4 seasons were so fucking good. It's kind of a hard bar to clear. And if you're not a fan of like deconstructing the protagonist, yeah, you're gonna have a really fucking bad time. Those last 2 seasons, especially. Like on paper, you understand why they made the decisions they made, but ultimately, in the moment, it fucking sucked. Is what I'll say, right? But that's besides the point. Series ends, it leaves a bad taste in everybody's mouths. Not great. Not a great reaction, not a great reception. If you look right now on IMDb, that last episode has a 4.2. One of the most hated TV finales ever, right? But, you know, it's the finale we got, whatever. Dexter, the franchise, disappears, like it just ends, right? Like any good show does. And 10 years later, they dust it off. They bring it back in the form of Dexter New Blood. Dexter New Blood, surprisingly good. Picks up on Dexter after the finale. He's been living in a small town for years. He hasn't killed anyone. He's just been living a quiet, secluded life. Everybody thinks he's dead. His son Harrison finds him. Whole thing, right? But like he finds his dad. They connect. He finds out he's a serial killer. And New Blood is essentially like a reckoning between father and son in Dexter's past. It's pretty good. It's actually great. It's on my list, but I've seen most of it through osmosis. So I just have to like sit down and probably just go through the episodes. Which leads into this series. Dexter Resurrection might be some of the best television you'll ever see if you're a Dexter fan. So on its own, if I was just to give you this show right now, without having watched a single episode, it'll make no fucking sense. It builds upon everything that came before it, and I'd say that's probably its biggest weakness. But that's Dexter Original Sin is what got canceled recently. That was like the prequel. Dexter Resurrection is so fucking amazing. I would argue if you're a Dexter fan, if you're a new person, I would say going through the old show and New Blood to get to Resurrection is worth it. Like, Dexter Resurrection has no business being this good. It is genuinely breathtaking how good it's been. The last episode that dropped on Friday was fuck, man. I might actually have to sit down and make this like top 10 greatest TV episodes of all time. That gave me something to think about. That gave me fucking something to think about. At least top 15. Holy shit. Unbelievable fucking comeback, dude. I actually don't know the witchcraft they had to do to make this season possible. I don't know what they had to do to make the show possible. On paper, this is a miracle. It's actually a fucking miracle. Getting the old actors, getting a new story, like breathing life into this series, fucking clear, fucking bringing it back from the jaws of death, unfucking believable. I really fucking enjoyed it. If you've seen an episode of Dexter, I'd recommend it. Like this is the gold at the end of the rainbow.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Cap it all off. We got The Bear. Wow, where do I begin, huh? Ooh.
Where do you begin?
I'll tell you guys a story. All right, friend of mine watched The Bear, and was like, "Oh man, I'm really excited for season 4." Season 3 was like, but hopefully, season 4 is like the second half to it. It's the second part of that story. So at the very least, if season 3 felt incomplete, season 4 can like take the ball and run, right? Finish out. I didn't realize how positive you were being, bro. You really gave this show a lot more charitability than I think it deserved for those last 2 seasons, man. Holy shit. The first 2 seasons of The Bear, impeccable. Genuinely breathtaking television. That dinner episode with the family, every Emmy, bro. Everybody in that room gets an Emmy. Everybody on that set gets an Emmy. John Bernthal, give him an Oscar for that. I don't care if it's a TV show. He deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Season 3 starts, and it's a different fucking show. Now, it's worse, don't get me wrong, but it's not like ass. No. It's just a different product. It is shot differently, damn near. It is written differently. It is edited differently. It is bizarre.
It's paced a lot
season 1 and 2,
there's a different sense of comedic timing.
Yeah. There is no comedic timing. If seasons 1 and 2 can be described as like a fucking restaurant dramedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seasons 3 and 4 can only be described as like a kitchen, like a fucking the feeling of ennui plopped on top of the aesthetics of the show that was once formerly known as The Bear.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually in disbelief that season 3 is like that. Season 4 was like more normal, right? I wouldn't say, I made the mistake of saying it's a return to form. It's not. It is just correcting a already kind of sinking ship, for whatever that's. The character's decision making is strange, to say the least. Each episode feels like it's less focused. The self glaze that the writing, but like the self glaze the show gives its characters in the 3rd season is genuinely disgusting. I think I didn't respectfully. I think I don't give a shit. I think all these flashbacks could have been compressed into one episode, and it still would have been ass. Dragging it out this much over an entire fucking season was so jarring. It was so fucking slow. The worst scene of this show was for me, the little bit where Carmine is talking to Claire at the beginning of, was it episode 5? You know the one I'm talking about, where they're talking for like 10 fucking minutes at the beginning of the episode.
In front of her apartment? Or
yeah, no. It's where they're in blue. It's like a blue tone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's so fucking boring. That was hard to sit through. Like, actually fucking difficult. That was so boring, so unimaginative, so dull, so mind-bendingly painful to get. I hated everything about that scene. I hated what that show became. I actually hated that I was in that position. The best scene of that entire season is just because of the groundwork from the first 2 seasons with Carmi's fucking old head chef.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3 was a disaster. Like, it's only because season 3 ended into season 4, like that kind of ambiguous, like it's a part 1, part 2,
mm-hmm.
that I even bother lumping it in. If it was just a contained season, holy shit, I might have given that like a 4 or a 3. It was genuinely jarring how ass season 3 is. Season 4 is better insofar as it just sort of like stops doing a lot of what season 3 was explicitly bad at. That is not to say it does anything good. Let me be very clear. The Bear season 4 is a more watchable show, but it is not The Bear season 1 and 2. It's still fundamentally different. The character decisions are all fucked up. Sydney, loved Sydney in the first 2 seasons. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened to Sydney? Why is she pretending like she hasn't been working with Carmi for like, at this point, what, like a year?
Mm-hmm.
Why is she pretending? Okay, it's actually pissing me off. Sydney is arguably the deuteragonist of the series, and she's treated like a passenger, not only in her own life, but in the show, and it pisses me off because she has a very compelling decision she has to make. She doesn't have a lot of time. The story doesn't really enforce the stakes for her decision for some fucking reason, even though there's literally a countdown clock right next to her. They don't press the fact that this is like a business. Like it's mind. Like, I don't understand. What are the stakes supposed to be when the restaurant is in danger of closing every other week? They get a small extension, and then we're back at square one. What the fuck am I here for then? Like, if you're like, it's the best part of season 4 was the end, was the last episode, And that episode could have happened 4 episodes earlier. I don't know why they drag their feet so fucking much in these last 2 seasons, but especially in season 4, it's like, okay, did she not develop at all? Like at all? Like she you get the impression, because Sydney leads a lot of the action. You get the impression that she's just been sitting on her hands. Fucking Carmi's like vaguely getting out of cooking, I guess. Okay, bro. They brought back the British dude. You see he has tattoos, right? Like, you'd fuck him. Thanks, the bear. I appreciate that. Like,
that might have been your
right?
that might have been your brain doing that one, bro. I don't know if the bear was trying. I didn't get so you'd fuck him vibes, but
dude, I was so like I was Marcus, like okay. His dad hits him up. He's agonizing over the decision. He's at the door. He doesn't go in. He makes the decision to not go in. They don't talk about it. They don't address it. They don't get into his head. He doesn't express a single emotion. It's back to the cupcakes. What? So what the fuck was all that for, bro? If you're just gonna have him make fucking cupcakes, it doesn't even look like he's bothered. God damn, bro. His work is not suffering. Like,
that's also, yeah. Because in season 1 and 2, not dealing with emotional strife just made you ass. Mm-hmm. You were just like, you were like, oh fuck, dude, I'm actually going to fuck this up. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it. The wedding episode was okay. Bless you. The wedding episode was okay, but it was like too little, too late, dipshit. Can't. The damage is done. Like, what do you? Oh, we're getting under a table and we're talking about our. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, but we brought Brie Larson. Shoot yourself in the bathroom. Blow your fucking brains out in the stall, bro. Make it the janitor's problem. Get it on the walls. Unfucking believable. Holy shit. It was just, I don't fucking understand.
We over here at Honor Ones Incorporated do not approve this message. We would like everyone involved in the production of The Bear seasons 1 through 4 to be safe and mentally okay. Thank you.
Yeah, my bad. In Minecraft, whatever.
No, not even in Minecraft. We don't even like to joke like that.
Yeah, that's on me. Ill-timed joke. That's my bad.
Think that's TOS, but we keep it pushing. Dude, can you imagine we get banned?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm tired, and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I was so in it, you know? I was so in it because I was watching it like, it was a binge watch. From season 1 to season 4, like, it was nonstop. So I felt myself not give a shit more and more as each episode went by. Like, the best episode of this series, to me, like, my favorite episode is when Richie goes to the what's it called, Ever, to polish the forks. Fuck, man, beautiful episode, genuinely transcendent television. Episode before that, I think, was the dinner episode. I liked it. It was probably an objectively better episode, but I liked the fourth one more.
Sure.
Season 3 doesn't have that. They're just bullshitting. Fuck the bear. Like, fuck the restaurant. Fuck Carmi. Fuck food, dude. Fuck like, food, holy shit. Dude,
No, don't get him started. No, bro.
No. Don't talk to me about the worst episode. Don't talk to me about the worst episode of The fucking Bear. How is this a premiere television show? How is this a premiere television show? This is a major character. No, fuck. Not only do you have the audacity to make a bottle episode about a major character giving birth, a thing she's been pregnant for most of the fucking series, in a show that heavily emphasizes the relationship between found and like blood family. It's just her and her mother, and you have the audacity to think, oh, this shit is deep because like they have beef. Fuck you. Did I say fuck you? Fuck you. It's Joy. It's her mom. You got Jamie Lee Curtis. You blew your budget on Jamie Lee Curtis. I understand you're bad with money. Fuck you. I understand you're bad with money because you hired Jamie Lee Curtis for 54 fucking minutes and you thought it was going to be the best work you ever did. Fuck you. You should be out of a job. Fuck you. Okay, let's restart.
I don't think, no, we don't think anybody should be out of jobs. And when he says fuck you, he's more speaking in reference to the emotions and feelings that he has rather than any specific person that was directing this or show running. It's not something that either of us viewed to be so serious that we would need to be so directly angry at any real person.
Yep.
That exists.
I am mad at the concept of this episode. That's what I'm mad at. Not any particular living, breathing person with flesh. So, back to me saying fuck you towards the episode conceptually. Okay, you have Jamie Lee Curtis. You have Jamie Lee Curtis for an episode. Okay, cool. You don't have a set. Okay, cool. You don't have anything because you paid Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay. What you have is a baby, one other actor, and Jamie Lee Curtis for an hour. What gets me is the audacity. It's so unearned. It's so fucking unearned. Like, the drama between her and her mom is... This episode thinks it deserves to exist because of that flashback in the family dinner episode. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the part that, like, is most offensive to me. It is literally riding the coattails of the better season without building on it in any way, shape, or form. It's stolen fucking valor. Like, it's thematically a mess. It's a production, like, snooze fest. The characters are not so fucking interesting and so fucking layered that you earned an hour of just them talking. 4. And I know this is gonna seem fucking conceited. These aren't your main characters. These aren't your main fucking characters. This isn't Carmi. This isn't Sydney. This isn't even fucking Marcus. Like, it's not Richie. I despise that episode for everything it is and everything it's trying to be. I think I have that at like a 2 or a 3. I can't fucking stand that episode. But like the Bear season 3 and 4, I might actually lower it to 4, man. Holy shit. I was being nice. That wedding episode and the finale really just did a lot of heavy lifting. And maybe the first episode of season 3.
Okay.
Oh, and Carmi and Richie pretending like they can't just squash the beef like they had been for the first 2 seasons. Like, every character, by the way, just the part of their brain where they can communicate and express their feelings towards another person, fucking lobotomized in these 2 seasons. Just boom to smithereens, bro. Just fucking Beerus gave it the old Hakai.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do you feel a bit better?
I do, man. I do. I don't know.
Good.
What do you think? You also just give me your like engage with me a little bit. You felt with the bear too.
Yeah, bro. I gave a lot of my thoughts with the bear when I was, given the bear thoughts. I just don't think it. I think it's a lot more boring. It's like season 3 is very unmemorable. Maybe it dips to a 6, but I probably have it like at a 7, and then season 4 is like a 7.5 or an 8. It's fine. They're cool. They're enjoyable. I like the characters, right? I'm not. I don't have a, you casted Jamie Lee Curtis. Fuck you. I don't have that in me, right? It's cool. Season 1 and 2 are leagues better, but it's sort of like for me, a lot of it is just a lot of what made the bear fun is the mix between the um, really spastic like way in which drama is handled, like everybody kind of doing their best but being these really fucked up people, and the show kind of keeping you on your toes with how quickly shit goes sideways. um, the cooking segments, I really do miss the cooking segments. In all honesty, I miss a lot of the tension coming from whether or not they were going to be able to um, get through a night. I really do miss that. Actually, we didn't get any of that really in season 4, if I remember correctly. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's a less funny show. It's a less interesting show. But I don't hate it, to be honest. Um, I don't hate it. I can see you do though, and I respect that. My heart is open towards you, bro, and I don't know. If anything, I may rewatch season 1 or 2 sometime soon, just to really, 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 really experience, the bear at its peak. The bear at its peak. Um, but yeah, yeah.
Right.
Um, all right. Let's see here. Let's go through this. Ahem. All right. Speak on it, bro.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. I can't take it anymore. I'm in hell. I actually
Oops.
I'm so fucking beat, bro. I'm just. It was a cool little moment, but I think I gotta throw in my fucking towel. I'll stay up to date generally on like major events and stuff, and if anything cool happens, maybe I'll check back in. But I think I had to put wrestling back on ice. It was fun while it lasted, but the fun is now over.
Got you. Um, Let me read something real quick. If it was the Bull, Creams would have given it a 10 plus 2. Um, I will say, I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy you're out of this abusive relationship. Um,
Me too. Holy fuck.
yeah.
Like sunken cost fallacy actually almost cooked me while I was making this decision, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I was looking at this page, staring at it for like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely couldn't think of a single new thing to say. Soon, I'm done.
Okay. And we respect
This
your
is not
decision,
the
baby.
era.
Super Hat Patch Wolf lied to you.
Lied to himself too.
Yeah.
There's an event happening right now in fucking Paris. Whatever.
Peak, bro.
All right, last category. All right, chess. Old obsession. From my the early 2020s. Didn't know how to play chess. I think it was the most recent new skill I developed. It was just, I want to know how to play chess. So here I am. I picked it up. I was really into it. Then I put it down for like 2 years. Picked it back up recently because wrestling's been so ass. I was like, oh, let me dust off another old hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And this game should count as a narcotic. I actually can't stop. It's a problem. Like I feel the compulsion to do it multiple times a day. I
Mm-hmm.
started playing Bullet just for like half an hour the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I went up 200 fucking elo points.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately lost it again. But I played Bullet at like 350. I play Blitz at like 450, 500.
Mm-hmm.
And I play Rapid at like 600 or 700. I'm not great, but holy shit, man, is it so fucking fun?
Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Good stuff, bro. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. You know what I mean? People tend to enjoy
no,
narcotics,
uh,
so.
I can't fucking stop, bro. Like I'm actively trying to wean myself off of it, so I've limited myself to a few chess games here and there at very specific times of day for my own health. It is the only way I'm able to get anything done.
Fair enough, big bro. Fair enough. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Next up is Carry the Glass. Um, I don't know if you put it on. You didn't
I
put it on
didn't.
yours, right?
Nope.
Yeah, it was cool. It was just like inoffensive.
Hmm. Yeah. Cool little
What would you give
experience.
it?
Maybe like a 6. Cool little experience. Nice little facility to yap. Of the rage bait games, it made me rage the least. So I do appreciate it for
Hmm.
that, for sure. I do appreciate
Yeah,
it for that.
we got a good. We actually made a lot more progress than I thought we would. Honestly, save points were chill.
Mhm.
Like it's not, once you get a groove going, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So last game is Lethal Company. I would have it higher, but I've only played it once.
Mhm.
I'll be honest with you, the gameplay loop kind of got me at some point.
Mm-hmm.
If Johnny and Mikey weren't there, like I think if it was a co-op game, I probably would have gotten bored a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
But having them there, like it's a good party game. Um, a fun stream game, definitely. Love to play it again for members or some point at some point. But like, not necessarily something I think I'd pick up on my own, obviously.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to judge the game. It's funny. Um, but yeah,
It was
fair
cool
enough.
because like even something like Chain Together, I really love, but I think I only have like a 9 or some shit.
It's just an interesting way to qualify your score for it of like I wouldn't pick it up by myself. Yeah,
I mean, it's not, I
yeah,
guess, right? It's a weird way of putting it. Trying to think of a better way. I don't think about the game at all after I play it.
fair enough. Um, Honored One's Uno match win might not be able to do that one. Or Monopoly. But yeah. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Good stuff, good stuff. Um, you know.
That is my list. Pretty eventful month.
Mm-hmm.
I think September might be more eventful media wise. I don't know actually.
Hmm.
Um,
What makes you say that?
uh, the back half of my month is really stacked.
Hmm. Gotcha.
So yeah,
Gotcha, gotcha.
uh, we'll see.
Okay, okay. I don't even know what that I don't think I even know what that is. Handstill. But yeah, in any case, good little stream. You
Yep.
know, the JJK trailer was divine. I
Mm-hmm.
really enjoyed that. The Kagurabachi chapter was excellent. Bullock, it dropped a solid banger. A consistent haymaker of a manga, and we got to dive into a little bit of little bit of a media rewind. You're caught up with what we've been up to for this past month, and now we are adding the Summer Hikaru Died to the book club rotation. So expect us to be
Sure.
getting into that one way or another. So it should be
Well,
interesting. Look forward to that. For members, this Thursday, part 3 of the Sekiro stream. The worst player on the planet, except for when he's fighting women. The greatest misogynist
shut up.
alive. The greatest misogynist in history. Creams, right? Going up against a world full of mostly men. We'll see how he stacks up. And for everyone else, we'll see you guys next week. More chapters. Um, Talking about the Summer Car Died, and just general yapping for you guys to look forward to. So yeah, 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 yeah. We'll thank you
Really
guys for pulling
disappointing.
up, and we
Okay.
will see you guys in the next one.
Yeah. Peace,
Peace,
peace.
peace.